season, new era. Are y'all ready? Mcjb. I got one question for y'all. Are you ready?
Jello Beats, holla at me.
This a new season. We going hard this year for a reason. Lombardi Trophy coming back to the 305. Going super crazy and we gonna be fine. Got a cup or a can, you better full send. You know I'm talking about my Phins, cause we gonna win. Tua in his third year, you know it's Tua time. Whole team working hard from that summer grind. Everywhere you go, it's Phins up. We going to the Super Bowl, you know what's up. You better watch out, cause the Phins are here to stay. You know we getting dubs, we ain't here to play. Waddle and a cheetah, you already knowing that we are gonna beat ya. You know we going all the way to the Super Bowl, because that's the plan and you knowin' that's the goal. You know I'm wearing aqua orange on me every day. Let me tell you what I gotta really can say. MIAMIDOLPHINs, where do I begin?
You begin with Tua Tagovailoa, representing for Samoa, turn and beat the barbacoa. He gon' strike like a cobra, you know Cheetah ain't gon' slow up, so we bout to run the score up. Yeah, we really bout to blow up. 17, bout to show up in the eye of the beholder. Got the defense second guessing, does a penguin have a shoulder? Everybody wanna kick it, but forgot they need a holder. If you try to sleep on us, we wake you up and smell the folders. Yeah, the Super Bowl is what we own, and if you ain't about that, please be gone. MIAMIDOLPHINs, that's where it's going. TD.
This a new season. We going hard this year for a reason. Lombardi Trophy coming back to the 305. Going super crazy and we gonna be fine. Got a cup or a can, you better full send. You know I'm talking about my Phins, cause we gonna win. Tua in his third year, you know it's Tua time. Whole team working hard from that summer grind.
Whole team working hard from that summer grind. Mcjb and TDPT got together and made this track so breezy. Our haters shook, they got the heebie-jeebies. Tua's gonna be the new MVP. Must see TV, get the Lombardi back to the city of Miami. Put that on repeat.
Miami, Florida, Dade County, 305. Yeah. On the Gulf side of Florida, they said it wouldn't rain. But down in South Beach, yeah, we about to make a sting. 305 Miami, we about to have a blast. Got a guy from Batman, he's so stupid fast. On the Gulf side of Florida, they said it wouldn't rain. But down in South Beach, yeah, we about to make a sting. 305 Miami, we about to have a blast. Got a guy from Batman, he's so stupid fast. Jalen Waddle with the catch, Tua throw it, go fed. Big Mike with the round, O-line looking style. Miles G with the run, South Beach having fun. Other team gonna lose, don't care who boos. 305 is the place to be. If you don't believe me, just wait and see. Don't care what people really gotta say. Ride till I die, Phins up every day. We winning the game, we going to a party. Spitting on the beat like Playboy Cardi. Gonna take a pic with Waddle. About to celebrate with the bottle. Dolphins about to win the dang ring. Ground and shine, bling bling. Don't give a what, look if you buck. Your team is so trash and they really just suck. His squad. Miami Dolphins, my squad. Aqua and orange on me every day. Shawty really about to be my bae. I'm always repping the 305. If you hate to leave, you can say goodbye. At the end of the day, Miami with the dub. After the game, I'll see you in the club. On the Gulf side of Florida, they said it wouldn't rain. But down in South Beach, yeah, we about to make a sting. 305 Miami, we about to have a blast. Got a guy from Batman, he's so stupid fast. On the Gulf side of Florida, they said it wouldn't rain. But down in South Beach, yeah, we about to make a sting. 305 Miami, we about to have a blast. Got a guy from Batman, he's so stupid fast.
Hit squad representative. Big beats, we eat squads up for dinner. Legendary team, better watch how you approach it. If you can't swim, get tossed in the ocean. Get lost in the ocean. Bad attitude, we be causing commotion. They ain't kind of boy, one claim South Beach. When the South Florida sports so low, the mouthpiece. MIAMIDWA, that's the way I vibe. Throw fins up, that's the way we ride. All around the globe, Dolphins worldwide. When I click with JB, then you know we made heat. Lead teams in the dark like it's new EP. Phins out of this world, we the new ET. Defense doing magic, make your QB sleep. When we hit the field, then we get into the grind. Hit that touchdown song, then we get into the shine. Working every day so we can get back to the prime. If you check your clock, you can see it's 2 a time. Even if it ain't ticking, then the fans still there. Screaming out loud with our hands in the air. You either got a full cup or a can in the air. Win the Super Bowl, that's the plan this year. Yeah.
North side of Florida, they said it win a ring. But down in South Beach, yeah, we about to make a sting. 3 from Miami, we about to have a blast. Got a guy from Bama and he's so stupid fast. On the Gulf side of Florida, they said it win a ring. But down in South Beach, yeah, we about to make a sting. 3 from Miami, we about to have a blast. Got a guy from Bama and he's so stupid fast. Mcjb.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Phinsaholics show. I'm your host, Batman2423, here on Miami Sports Music. Ladies and gentlemen, I know you probably haven't seen me in like 2 weeks. Batman has been up and down. I've been sick for 2 weeks. I came back. I was going to come back to work, and it's been a big up and down. So shout out to everybody, man. I see Chef Drew in the comment section, Tim and Cat for Life. Make sure y'all hit the like button. We got some likes on the Facebook side. We got some likes on the Twitter side. Make sure you come on the YouTube side, hit a like button, and make sure you subscribe to the channel, Miami Sports Music, ladies and gentlemen. Steven, like always, is cooking up some good things, man. This summer, I know the offseason is approaching, even though the Dolphins are still in contention. We got a playoff run that we want to go for. We're going to go strong for. Miami Dolphins signed a quarterback today. They brought in Mike Glennon. They brought him to the practice squad. So shout out to Mike Glennon, man, coming to the team. I see Cat for Life talking about the picture. But yeah, man, shout out to Mike Glennon, man. The Dolphins finally got the quarterback that they needed. So yeah, Skylar Thompson, as of right now, he's all, supposedly he was looking real good out there today at practice. Teddy B was struggling to grip the ball and be able to throw the ball more than 3 yards, what I've been told. So Teddy B, as of right now, might not look like he might play at all. So Mike Glennon might get the heads up and get a start to the, active roster if Teddy B can't go. And again, we're going full cylinder run. We're going all gears is going forward. We're going with Skylar Thompson against this New York Jets team here at the Hard Rock on Sunday, ladies and gentlemen, for the finale here in Miami. Again, whether we make a strong playoff run, whether we don't make a playoff run, this is the last game we have down here in Miami. So, we got to come out here. We got to support. We got to cheer on our team. We're going to make sure, we're going to be as loud as possible, cheering for this Phins team. And just we're going to be having a great time partying it up, man. I haven't got in with Steven yet. I don't know if he's coming down to Miami for the trip. I know Cameron's going to be out there with 954, Cameron 954 with Tail Greeter. We're going to be, doing big things out there. We got a lot of guys coming in. I know rumors out there. Capitan might make a trip down to Miami for the first time this season. And Lewis, the homie Lewis, said he was going to make it down. It's going to be a party, ladies and gentlemen. Obviously, as you know, Chef Drew's going to be in the building. So, at the end of the day, it's the last game of the season, ladies, at least at home. So, we look forward to it. A lot of rumors have been coming out last couple of days, franchise, big things have transpired, obviously, since the last time y'all saw me. Dolphins have gone up and down as far as the what they look like, and, they're taking 6 losses. So it's just it's rough. It's rough to say the least. I think in retrospect, we look back and, as a team, we have so many good players that it just sucks to be in this position. It just sucks. And it hurts. I'm not going to sit here and say it doesn't hurt. Like my expectations of this team, even though I expected us to win 11 games this season, was at the very least was make the playoffs, win a game. That's what my expectations were. Unfortunately, we're going to be short of that. Maybe we could make the playoffs. I don't know if we're going to get that win. I know we're here crossing our fingers for Tua to come back in the playoffs if we make a playoff run, and hopefully Tua can deliver. But it's a pipe dream as of right now, ladies and gentlemen. So because of that, a lot of rumors have been coming out. A lot of them I call BS rumors about McDaniel being in the hot seat. Boyer's definitely in the hot seat. Greer's on the hot seat. All these rumors that have been going around. People are talking about Harbaugh. People are talking about Sean Payton, as far as upgrades for the head coaching job. People are talking about Vic Fangio coming in, replacing Boyer. A lot of rumors, a lot of speculation, a lot of like back and forth. Obviously, we don't know what Miami's going to end up doing. At the end of the day, Miami usually does whatever they want. I mean, at the end of the day, they are entitled to that. They're their own franchise. They think of their own thing. We're just a fan base that has opinions, and they're going to do ultimately what they desire. And at the end of the day, we don't have to like it, but you don't have to support it if you don't like it. I support this team no matter what. I love this team. It's been my team for over 20-something years. I've seen the ups and downs, and I understand, we built a team, we put the team together now that, it was ready to win. We had big expectations. We wanted, I wanted us to be able to make some noise with the team we had. And unfortunately, we're stuck at 8 wins. We'll be lucky to have the same exact record we had last season. So it hurts. At the end of the day, it hurts. I'm not going to sit here and deny and sugarcoat it. It hurts as a fan of this team, as a person that, put so much money into this team. And basically obviously does a YouTube on this team, and it hurts. It feels like, our time was for nothing this season, at least, but that's the reality where we live in, the world we live in is, the Miami Dolphins have, time after time have disappointed us. And we just got to continue to support this team. And again, you don't have to, the door's open. You don't want to be a fan of this team. You're over it. You're done. You're tired. You're entitled to leave if you don't want to be a part of this team. I'm here for the long run, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here for the long run. And ultimately, like I'm going to say, people don't want to hear it. I know the rumors are out there that Tua might retire. Nick has come out. He said, y'all keep praying. If you think Tua's going to retire, he's not going to retire anytime soon. Tua's going to be back, whether we like it or not. So you can talk about bringing in quarterback competition, bring in a quarterback to compete for the starting role. 100%. We can have these conversations. If you want to talk about a quarterback, a team that's going to trade and get a big time quarterback, that's also a possibility. I'm not going to say no. If I would be a betting man, I would say like this. Again, I'm going to ruffle some feathers. If I was a betting man, Tua is going to be the starting quarterback next season. That's just me. I have not reached out to any of my sources. As of right now, that's just what it is. It's the facts. The Dolphins, I don't think they're going to move on from Tua. The only thing that's going to make the Dolphins move on from Tua at this point is if you do get a 5-star, caliber quarterback, and there's only 3 that are probably available, Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, Lamar Jackson, or is if Tua decides just to up and say, hey, I'm retiring. I got my family. These concussions are serious. I want to move forward with my life. I don't want to continue playing football. But those are the only 4 scenarios that you have. Tua says, hey, I'm retiring. You bring in a Tom Brady, you bring in a Lamar Jackson, or you bring in an Aaron Rodgers. Other than those 4 scenarios, Tua is going to be your starting quarterback next season. So again, I'm not trying to get anybody mad. I'm not trying to, ruffle at the wrong crowd. I'm not trying to get you guys to get pissed. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a business. Miami's not going to do anything drastic. As far as the only thing drastic I see is the firing of Boyer. I honestly see that. The Dolphins have to have somebody in place. The rumors of McDaniel leaving, I don't see them. Rumors of Greer leaving, I don't see them. These are all realistic things that you guys need to hear. And it's just like, I'm here just giving you what it is. I'm not here to sugarcoat. I'm not here to troll anybody. More than likely, McDaniel's going to be here next season with Tua, with Greer. Now, what do we ultimately decide to do is going to be up in the air. We're going to see what the season transpires. If the NFL wants to step in and shut down Tua for the remaining of the season, and that means playoffs, that could very well happen. That is beyond anything the Dolphins can do. And at the end of the day, if that is the decision that they make, then Tua can't play this season. So, it's a tough situation to be in. You understand that, you don't want Tua to come out here and, God forbid, have a career-ending injury, another concussion. These are all things that can happen. It's the NFL. And based on, recent things that have happened to Tua within the last 4 months, you're looking at a third, fourth concussion. And that is brutal to have for an individual in a span of 4 months. So those are all factors that, Tua and this fan base need to realize, whether you like the kid or not. This is a business. NFL is going to protect themselves by all means. Tua's still in the protocol from what I've been told this morning. Nothing. He has not moved forward too much into the protocol. And if that is a sign for you to have hope with your fingers crossed about Tua playing this Sunday, ladies and gentlemen, that is not going to happen. Tua will definitely not be suiting up for the Miami Dolphins this weekend. You can pray and hope that he's available if we do make a wild card run against, possibly Kansas City Chiefs. That's the only thing you can hope for if you want a real chance. At the end of the day, we've had these conversations. We've been on Twitter all day today. We've had conversations, since the beginning of the week. And we all have our opinions. The hot topic right now, realistic hot topic that's just been jumping from the beginning of the week. And I know Lewis brought it up yesterday, but this has been a hot topic. Barry Cunningham was talking about this beginning of the week. Tom Brady's a realistic option. It's a very realistic option once again for the Miami Dolphins. He does have 2 kids down here in Miami, and he is a single man. Wouldn't probably mind coming to Miami on a 1-year deal, finish his career, play 1 season, try to go for a Super Bowl. I know it hurts us as Dolphin fans because, this man has tortured us for so many years. And at the end of the day, you're talking about, 6-time, 7-time Super Bowl champ that can literally bring in that star power and potentially expand our offense to greater heights. And that is something that we definitely need to consider as a fan base, as a franchise, whether we want to hear it or not. And this is coming from a Tua guy. Again, we've got confirmation. Shout out to the homie Stephen D. Stephen D said as of right now, he's off the Tua bandwagon. If Tua does something drastic, he comes back. He can be back on it. He can flip-flop and say he'll be back on it. The homie CB83 said he was off the Tua bandwagon. Alex Rene Diaz said he was off the Tua bandwagon. The list goes on and on and on and on. Batman is still here. Again, Batman's still here swinging swords like Conan. I'm still out here. Whether I'm the only person, I don't care. I'm going to fight. I'm a Dolphin fan, but I'm realistic. This is the best quarterback we've had since Dan Marino. And I'm going to continue cheering on for Tua as long as he's a Miami Dolphin. To the day that he's not, that's just how it's going to go. And again, I supported every quarterback we've had. This is not just a Tua thing. I've just been on this Tua thing and talking about Tua train because he's a polarizing figure, ladies and gentlemen. Whether we want to hate on it, like it, or dislike it, the man is a polarizing, athlete, person. And we haven't had that magnitude of a player, what he can do as far as, have so many people from around the world want to come around and support this young man. And he is a polarizing figure. Now, we want him to translate that polarizing figure to be a, superstar NFL player, quarterback, lead our franchise to the promised land, something we haven't had in years. Having that franchise quarterback status, that's something that we wanted. We wanted to say and be prideful and cheerful and say, yo, we got that, we got that franchise quarterback. What about you? We got teams, the quarterback position this year is really taking a hit. You got a lot of quarterbacks that, stats-wise have gone down, a lot of injuries. It's the NFL. It happens, ladies and gentlemen. It happens. You don't have to be, again, it says I'm a Tua supporter till he's no longer a fan. That's 100% what it is. Like, you support what you had what you have in front of you. You understand it. Tua, as of right now, is your quarterback. Whether he's injured or not, he's still part of this Miami Dolphins team. He's QB1. He's uno. Until he's not, then we can go on and cheer for the next guy, whether it's Tom Brady, Skyler, a draft pick, Rodgers, or even Lamar Jackson. So towards the end of the conversation today, there's a rumor came out, which I have not confirmed or denied. Capitan from the Phins Tailgate put it out there that Lamar Jackson is still not completely out of the question for Miami. He would love to be part of Miami if that's something Miami wants to pursue and go get him. And we had a hypothetical trade, and it's pretty interesting because as much as this fan base wants to have that big-time franchise alpha quarterback, it was still 50-50 as far as the trade. And I'm going to open it up. We're going to get into this conversation. And I want to have an opinion on everybody in the comment section. We got 25 of them who make sure you hit the like button, ladies and gentlemen. I want to get everyone's opinion. Again, I'm dropping the link. I want to have this conversation. I want to get your opinions. I want to get what y'all think about this trade scenario. This is going to tell me what you guys feel, how you feel, if you really want to have Lamar Jackson. Again, he ain't going to come for free, ladies and gentlemen. And if somebody proposes a bigger trade, which at this point, I think the Jets can potentially form a package deal that is going to outdo Miami's. But I have a trade that I don't think Baltimore could refuse. So this is the trade that we, the homie, me and Lewis, we brought up. And I've been saying this because this is a realistic option. Again, I'm going to get ready for this trade. So Miami can land Lamar Jackson, but Miami has to trade the 2024 first round pick that we have, Christian Wilkins, and Jalen Waddle. Again, Jalen Waddle, Christian Wilkins, and the 2024 first round pick. Now, my argument is this. Waddle, as he's a really good receiver, he can run any route. You can't teach speed. You can't teach the way he doesn't even slow down when he's hitting slants. That guy has an impressive route tree. And the man he's very young. You can't teach that, ladies and gentlemen. You could have a speedster, but something like Waddle, you don't have. And remember, we traded up for this guy. He has established himself as a top 10 receiver in this league. We traded 2 first-round picks for him. So his value you could honestly come out and say it's a 2 first-round pick value, along with Christian Wilkins, along with the 2024. Those are 4 first-round picks. You're offering 4 picks in a way with established players and 1 draft pick for Lamar Jackson. So I put that question out there. Again, the deciding factor is this fan base doesn't want to get rid of Waddle. Waddle's the real deal, Holyfield. He's going to be a staple of this franchise. They want to see what Lamar can do with Waddle and Tyreek. But if I'm Baltimore, I'm taking one of your receivers. I am taking your Christian Wilkins. And I want at least 1 or 2 draft picks. That's just me. And if you say no, cool. Jets, what you got to offer? You got 2 first-round picks this year? You got future first-round picks? All right, we'll trade you to the division. How do you feel about that, Miami Dolphins? Having a Lamar Jackson in New York, having a Josh Allen in Buffalo, and we're here stuck with a Tua or an old Brady. How would you feel about that, ladies and gentlemen? You're talking about Lamar Jackson with a young defense in the Jets. How scary that would be. Listen, that's going to tell me how you guys really feel about having your quote-unquote franchise quarterback. Again, drop the link. We got the homie CT in the house, and we got Cat for Life. Gentlemen, how you doing? Welcome to the show.
What's going on, guys? Listen, real quick. I'm hanging in there, man. Just real quick. I feel right now, bro, if we're at a point in time where Chris Greer is starting pretty much from scratch in the salary cap, knowing he used up all his chips, and we don't make the playoffs, that will make pretty much the biggest collapse in NFL history. For Stephen Ross to have an out and pretty much just call it even, Steven, with everyone on the staff right now, would be the best time to do so right now. If you end up having the worst collapse in NFL history, your salary cap's pretty much shot to shit because you traded everything to win now. And then your quarterback's not panning out to be a franchise quarterback, and your franchise tight end is not panning out to be a franchise tight end. I think everyone on the staff, everyone in the front office is all movable pieces right now if we're willing just to start all over or do a soft reboot at this point if we're willing to keep key pieces, like you said, with the draft picks that Greer has nailed in the past, which are not many. But, I mean, you have to think about it, Batman. I mean, if you're from an owner's perspective and you're about making money.
You muted yourself, Cap.
Yeah, and if you see yourself in a liability situation where you're at the point of no return as an owner, being that this is like the 5th head coach, and you want to win now, I mean, you got Harbaugh out there, you got Tom Brady out there, you got pretty much Scott Pioli who's still out there. They're all linked and correlated together if things don't work out and we don't make the playoffs. Because, I mean, Stephen Ross is always preaching the definition of insanity. If we go into next season, we miss the playoffs, you want to start with a guy that's missed 3 years in a row and live and die by that guy. That's not about the franchise. That's not about the logo. That's just about being prideful about one particular player. I mean, if you were really about the Dolphins, you would think about the long game, which obviously we think about the long game way too much because we never can microwave shit now. But if we have a chance to microwave it now, Why not do it?
Let
As
me ask
opposed
you
to
this,
having
though.
to wait and keep waiting for two.
This is my opinion. Again, it's my opinion. It doesn't hold any weight. It's just my opinion. The only way Ross says, "Hey, Greer, your time is done in Miami," and I'm talking about this offseason. I'm talking about specifically this offseason. The only way that he gets fired and he says, "You got to go," is if Tua retires. If Tua retires, that changes everything. Tua retiring can change the perspective and say Ross is going to be like, you know what? You didn't get the job done. All 3 first-round picks are out the door that you drafted in 2020. You put me in salary cap hell. You're out the door. That's the only way that I see Greer getting the boot.
That's
this
why
season.
I say, why would you want to trust him starting all over again with a new cap? You get what I'm saying?
I get you. But I'm just telling you, Ross is not going to do it. I like the hypothetical speaking. I like bringing in Harbaugh, giving Harbaugh a little bit of power as far as, making the decision making. If he wants to, get some players on top of, you can do all that. But you're talking about firing Greer, bringing in Harbaugh. So you also got to fire McDaniel.
It would be the worst collapse in NFL history, Batman.
I get you. I just don't see it happening. I don't see it happening. What about you, CT?
I'm just saying, if I was
an
an owner and I wanted an out, that would be the perfect out.
Yeah. You have a point. CT, how you feel about that? CT, can you hear us?
Well, before he gets on, let me just.
Go ahead. No. Go ahead, Cap for Life. Go ahead.
No, real quick. I was just going to say, we don't want to be in a situation where Justin Herbert, Trevor Lawrence, Kenny Pickett, Mr. Irrelevant, Brian Flores, hell, God forbid if Mac Jones makes the playoffs. We don't want to be in that type of situation where all these guys, which are pretty much Tua's draft class, the draft class after him, and the draft class after that, all make the playoffs and we're still waiting. You get what I mean?
I get you. It's frustrating.
And if Flores makes it, God forbid, you're not going to hear the end of it, bro.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, listen, Flores ain't coaching. He's just an assistant to a linebacker unit in the Steelers.
If you think Minka Fitzpatrick is having a hell of a year and it's not because of Flores,
that man's been having a hell of a year for the last 3 years. What are you talking about?
No, but look at his numbers this year. Look at his numbers this year, bro.
That man's been having Pro Bowl seasons for the last 3 years. What are you talking about, Cap? And that wasn't with Flores.
Look at his numbers this year, bro. Look at the last 4 games, bro.
He might be playing out of his mind.
Outside.
He might be playing out of his mind, but the man has been a Pro Bowler. Like last season, he was a Pro Bowler. I'm just saying,
bro, they're utilizing him more than what Tomlin was before.
All right. Well, how do you feel about the CT?
I think again, it comes down to I'm not really sold on giving up Christian Wilkins and Waddle. I think that those are very good core pieces for us, and I think that if you are going to move off, I kind of agree with Cap in a way, because if you are going to move off, why in the hell aren't you just going to bring in Tom Brady for a year and give us a Super Bowl and then try to bring in somebody else, whether it's, keeping Tua as a backup and drafting somebody, whatever the case may be. But it all comes down to, again, irregardless of what we really want to do, it doesn't change the fact that we're underperforming, whether it's coaching, whether it's Greer and his issues and selecting people. Noah's a fucking waste. Austin Jackson's a fucking waste. Liam Eichenberg's a fucking waste. Really, are we going to go out here and say, when are we going to get competent, people and drafting offensive linemen and other guys to build the team? Because again, we know long-term, you would want a franchise quarterback, but not every team has a franchise quarterback and they still win Super Bowls. So where are you going to draw the line? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear you. At what point is enough enough? You're right.
Yeah,
You're 100%
exactly.
right.
Yeah, and that's what I get frustrated with. But I don't really want to fucking waste money bringing in Tom Brady if he's going to shit the bed, because we can all agree he played the Carolina Panthers and barely beat them. His arm is not what it was. Yeah, he can have all the, 30 years of experience and this, that, and the other. That's great. But if he can't get the damn ball there, just like everybody bitches that Tua can't get the ball there, well, if he can't get the ball there, then why in the hell are we doing it to begin with anyway?
I get you. I get you. What's going on, Alexander? How's it going?
Hey man, how you doing?
Pretty good,
How's
man.
everything?
You listen.
What's up, Alex?
Hey, I hope
What's going
everything's
on,
good,
guys?
Alex. You've been on a world tour of nonsense, Alex. Talk to us. How you feel about this Lamar Jackson trade?
Yeah, bro. I haven't heard from you in a minute. How you feel?
Wait, what Lamar Jackson trade?
Okay, so there's a hypothetical trade we put out there.
Okay. Sorry,
You know how
Batman. I just got off of work, bro.
Oh, you just got off of work. Okay, so we've been talking
Yeah.
about this for the last like 2 hours on Twitter, and we wanted to get everybody's opinion. I know everybody claims here that they want to get their franchise quarterback, and I said, all right, what if it would take a 2024 first round pick,
Okay.
Christian Wilkins, and Jalen Waddle to get Lamar Jackson?
I wouldn't touch Wilkins at all. I'll trade Holland before I would trade Wilkins.
There's no option to change. I'm telling you, it's Wilkins and Waddle and a 2024 first round.
Shoot, man. Oh,
Because I'm telling you right here, Alex, I'm Baltimore, and I tell you, hey, I got a better offer from New York. The Jets are gonna give me a better offer. What can you offer me? The best offer is Waddle. He's worth 2 first rounders. Wilkins is worth a first and a fifth or a third, and you got a 2024 first. And in a sense, Miami is upping that New York deal of 3 or 4 first rounders. So I'm telling you, you don't do it. I'm going to New York.
yeah. You know what? I think at that point you would have no choice but to. If you're the Dolphins, then you would have no choice but to try to do whatever you can to prevent them from going to New York. Honestly, yeah, I would do it.
At this point, what are you holding on to? Like I said, we have no salary cap. You pretty much got nothing to play for as far as with chips on the table. You got nothing. They know it. We know it.
The reason why Cap,
assets. That's all we have.
Cap, the reason why I'm so hesitant on Wilkins is because Wilkins is in my opinion going to be a top 5 D tackle in the NFL.
That's fine. Maybe
He
our
is.
D tackle might not be.
He is.
He
top 5.
Yeah, he is. So
okay,
you
look,
know,
at the end of the day,
we haven't
Alex,
had one. We haven't had a solid
going on,
defensive
Timothy?
tackle or
his
top
best
5
game-
defensive tackle
his
since
best
Bowen.
game
How's it
was
going?
the past 2 weeks, Alex. His best game was the past 2 weeks, and we still lost.
Hey, let me get a quick cup of water. I'll be right back. Real quick. I'll be right back. 30 seconds.
All right, dude. I mean, man, I'm so hesitant to trade Wilkins and Waddle, maybe, but
We used to say the same thing about X. We used to say the same thing about who else? I mean,
Oh, I've been saying for 2 years to trade X. So stop that bullshit, Cap for life. You know it.
I know.
sorry, bro.
I was
I'm just saying,
actually,
look now.
yeah.
Look at now. Now we can't.
Yeah, I know. It's frustrating. It's absolutely frustrating. It's like, bro, we had so many opportunities to improve this team by getting rid of older talent that's on their way down. And then even when we had opportunities to bring guys in, what are we fucking doing? Like, we just sit here and expect ourselves to continue to not have these issues with developing players, but yet we're holding on to guys too damn long and not allowing other players to develop, or we're forcing a square peg into a round hole. And it's fucking irritating beyond belief, you know?
Here's the question that I want to ask you guys, okay? And Batman's, well, I want to ask you this too. If we lose Sunday and we miss the playoffs, who is it, Greer, or do you think it's somebody else in that GM role?
Say that again.
If 2 questions. All right, actually, this is a 2-part question. So, if we lose Sunday against the Jets and we miss the playoffs, we finish 8-9. Do you guys think McDaniel roams the sidelines next year? And is Greer still there in a GM role, or do you think someone else will be making that trade and making the picks next season?
We'll start with Timothy. What do you think, Timothy?
I mean, if we don't make the playoffs, I got to blame Greer. I don't see him get fired, but I mean, I got to blame Greer because I mean, you got all these first round picks. Like, I mean, I'm sorry, you got to blame Greer because I mean, it's just what it is. Because I mean, you got all these first round picks. Nobody's stepping up. Noah, he not stepping up. Like, I mean, I'm sorry, you can't keep making excuses every single year because I mean, this was the year. I mean, it's bad. I mean, right now, it's bad.
Okay. What about you, Cap?
No, yeah. I mean, if I was an owner and I'd be looking at a situation business-wise, once again, from a business perspective, you're coming up on a 4th year. I mean, the guy hasn't pretty much done anything yet. I mean,
to say he hasn't done anything yet is a stretch. If you want to say he's not a franchise quarterback, that's fine. We can agree
no, I'm
to
talking
that.
about the GM. I thought we were talking
No,
about
talk about
Greer.
Greer and McDaniel. Do you think McDaniel roams the sidelines next year? And do you think Greer is making the trades or making the picks next year? Or do you think it's somebody else?
Cap?
No, like I said, I mean, at the end of the day, bro, unless Chris Greer has some type of I don't know, because if I was Stephen Ross, I would have had a clause in that contract for Greer if he was the GM going into the 4th year. If you don't get me to the playoffs, you're out. Because it makes no sense to give Chris Greer an extension if we end up having a collapse.
But the thing is, Greer's been in charge for longer than 4 years.
I know. When's his contract up? No one's ever asked that question.
Oh, no,
there
is no goddamn contract. I think it's you're the
CT,
GM.
I think he's there for like 20 years or something.
No, Tim. He was what?
But he wasn't the GM though yet.
He's been part of this team for like about 16, 20 years.
Yeah, but he was the GM going all the way back to Adam Gase's final year.
No, CT.
No,
Mike
it was like Dennis Hickey in there,
Mike Tannenbaum was running the whole show, and Greer just had a title as a GM. But Mike Tannenbaum was running the entire show
100%.
up until 2019.
So
I remember that.
So we're gonna say that he just had a title, but we're gonna act like the title didn't fucking mean anything. Stop it.
Well, Tannenbaum was running.
Tannenbaum was running everything.
But who drafted Tannehill?
That was actually Jeff Ireland.
Yeah, it was.
That was Jeff Ireland.
Yeah. It was Hickey or Ireland? I forgot one of those two.
Ireland.
It was Ireland first, and then it was Hickey.
Ireland drafted Tannehill.
Okay.
So,
and
CT,
Dennis, go ahead.
Dennis Hickey.
I'm sorry.
Dennis Hickey, Jeff Allen.
And then
it was Jeff Ireland, Dennis Hickey, then Tannenbaum.
And then Greer. After Tannenbaum was Greer. So, CT, do you feel like they're going to be here next year on the sidelines or on part of this team?
I honestly think that in this situation, I think that McDaniel is going to stay, but I don't know how that works with Greer because after everything we've seen, this year or what's going on now, do we really think that he's going to get another opportunity? I don't know. I don't know that Ross is going to fire him because look how long it took him.
Unlike CT, we talking about Stephen Ross here.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Look how long it took him to fire fucking Ireland, even though him and Ireland were good friends, and Ireland was working at his business. So was freaking Hickey, and now fucking. My whole thing is again, how long did it take for him to fire two of his good friends?
His closest friend was Tannenbaum
for 22 fucking years. Yeah, but Greer's been here for 22 years. You think he's gonna send him out the door packing that? I don't know, bro. I don't know.
You want to know? You want to know who I think Ross has? I think there's already a successor in the building. His name is Reggie McKenzie.
No,
that's who I think will take over.
And that's another thing.
role.
I don't get Reggie McKenzie. Wasn't he like a good GM before? I don't get why he don't make the pick.
He was.
He was.
Like,
Yes, he was.
What happened to that?
He drafted Clark Khalil Mack, and there was a couple of other. There was a lot actually that he pretty much put the radio team together, which was pretty good.
The one thing that Reggie McKenzie, the one reason that a lot of people shit on Reggie McKenzie, but I think it worked out well for us because we had Donna Ponte. He wasn't very good at contract negotiations. That's one thing.
She was a beast.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's where I think we brought other people were afraid because of the cap hell that he put his other teams in. And I think that's where we were like, look, he's good in scouting. He's good in finding these guys, but we're not going to let him control contracts. And I think that's where it worked out well for us in this situation. But is he worth another shot? Are you going to give him a second chance?
Hell yeah.
I think he is going to get a second chance.
Or
And
do you
Marvin
say
Allen,
you give him a
they-
second chance, but you
or-
still have somebody else handling contracts?
actually,
Yeah,
there is somebody else, I think, also that people tend to forget. Not only McKenzie, and Marvin Allen is the other one.
I thought
It's
Marvin Allen left this season.
No,
beginning of the season.
no, Allen is still there. Apparently,
Is
that's
he?
what I heard.
I
Allen
swear
is still there.
I thought they picked him up. A team picked him up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I thought he let me Google
I'll
it
find
right
out.
now.
Yeah, I thought they picked him
I'll
up,
find
and this last offseason, someone picked him up, and they gave him a big position in their front office that I remember. Could be wrong though. But to answer the question, Alex, if you're asking me what I would want or what's gonna happen, those are two different things. What I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. Greer's gonna be here next year. McDaniel's gonna be here next year, and Tua's gonna be here next year.
You also said we were going to be in a position where Tua was going to take us to the playoffs.
I did say that. I did say that, but I can't. You can't predict concussions. You get what I mean? You can't predict concussions.
Batman, I gotta say something about that. Look, I'm gonna say this because I've been meaning to get this off my chest. Look, I like Tua. I want Tua to succeed and everything. Don't get me wrong. I like the kid coming out of Alabama. I like them when we got him. But people gotta understand. Last year, people don't mention this. Last year, we could have gotten the playoffs last year, but people forget this. The defense gave up three games that he left with the lead, and we would have been in the playoffs last year had they not gave it all 3 games. And it was Flores. But 2 would have made the playoffs. No, you would have made the playoffs with your defense. They give it up, but nobody blame the defense on that though.
Nobody does.
Nobody said other team. That's what I'm saying. If you're gonna tell the truth, tell the whole truth.
Listen, at the end of the day, the quarterback gets blamed. The quarterback gets blamed because he is the leader of your franchise.
And I get that, but the thing is, give this kid time because every time we do this, you say what you want about Tannehill, say what you want about the guy. The guy went over to Tennessee with the playoffs every freaking year. That shows you what.
It wasn't because of Tannehill, man. It wasn't because of
I know that. I know. Let me finish. I know that it was because of Derrick Henry, but the point is they knew how to use him, but we didn't. They knew how to use that guy.
Well. Guess what though? This is the thing that made me laugh. What he got in Tennessee was literally what we pounded the table for. We wanted him to get a decent offensive line and a good running back. We got that with Jay Ajayi. Yeah. That was the year that we got the unicorn line. That was the year we made the playoffs. But Tannehill unfortunately got hurt before that because they took his knees out, and then that's it. His career was done in Miami ever since then. But he got the running game, he got the line, and that's what he's had in Tennessee. He's got a running back, a hell of a running back.
You want to know something, Batman?
But he still can win you. He still can take you to the Super Bowl. You get what I mean?
That's the ultimate goal.
Not take you to the Super Bowl.
When Tua played, Baltimore had our number for years. Any other quarterback, we lose that game. Any other quarterback, we lose that game.
Hey, Batman, you want to know what's
Marvin Allen is now an executive in the front office of the Chicago Bears.
I told you. There you go.
Oh, I thought Wikipedia still had him as the assistant general manager.
They poached him. They poached him last summer.
2019. It says on Google that he's now part of the Chicago Bears front office executive.
They're all jumping shit, bro.
But Batman, you want to know what's funny about the 2016 season?
The unicorn line.
If you kind of look at it, outside of the back-to-back 200-yard games. And the 200-yard game in Buffalo and the 100-yard game against the Jets, Ajayi really did not put up eye-popping numbers. If you're
already sitting here and telling me that he had 5 impressive games, 5 out of these world games, and you want to deflect everything else, then you're wrong, Alex. I'm sorry.
You're
gonna say that he had 5 lucky games. Is that what we're gonna say, that he had 5 lucky games?
No. I'm not saying that he had lucky games, but I'm just saying he didn't have eye-popping numbers outside of those games.
The Bears, the Texans, who else? The Lions.
No. We're talking about 2016, the Jay Ajayi year. Ajayi had back-to-back 200 yards against Pittsburgh and against Buffalo in Miami, and then in that Jet game, he ran for over 100 yards on it was 4 yards. It was 3 yards a carry, but the Jets had him in check up until the fourth quarter. That's actually, if you look back at that game, and the 200-yard game in Buffalo, where we had Andrew Franks hit the game-winning field goal to get us into the playoffs. Outside of those games, Jai didn't really put up eye-popping numbers.
Let's welcome Mountie, Phins, and let's welcome Mark from Bills Mafia. What's going on?
Hey, Mark.
Hey,
what's
guys.
up, Mountie?
I remember that Jai game, that 34-31 game. Great football game, Alex.
Yeah, I was at that game, too. That was my first year season ticket holder, too. That was my first year. I remember.
What's good, Batman? Making a comeback for the Bills.
What's going on, Mountie?
In the lead, and
You want to
winning in overtime.
So, Mountie, I brought the question over.
In Buffalo. Yeah.
I brought the question over that we were talking about on Twitter for the last 2 hours, which was if you're the Miami Dolphins and Baltimore says we want Waddle, we want Wilkins, and we want a 2024 first-round pick for Lamar Jackson. And I brought that question up to them. CT said no. Cap said Cap said yes, I think he said. Cap?
I thought he said no. He would rather have Tom Brady.
Oh no, that's not the question. That's not the question.
Cheapest option.
So I'm clear. So you said a 2024 first round draft pick, Christian Wilkins and Waddle. Now, here's my contingency on that. If we get a defensive coordinator, and I'm going to caveat this because Flo has shown that when you have a clue and know what you're doing, you can kind of be successful with anybody when you know what you're doing. If we give up Wilkins, which is our arguably, without a doubt, our best defensive player, basically.
100%.
You give up Wilkins, can we get similar to same results with what we got? What we replace him with?
Zach Zeiler.
Yes.
Yeah. Zach Zeiler.
Because if we can, then okay. I'm not trying to take a step backwards. I'm not trying to take.
But I'm gonna say this: if we get Lamar Jackson, we better go to the Super Bowl. They better win Lamar Jackson.
But this is the thing, though. Nobody's worried about Wilkins.
No, bro.
Nobody cares. People.
No.
Listen. People. You would think people worry about Wilkins, and they'd be like, "Oh no, I don't want to trade our best defensive player." The reason why people are declining the trade is that they don't want to give up Waddle. They don't want to give up Waddle.
No, I don't want to give up Christian Wilkins either because I think it's asinine. It's asinine to think that Zach Seiler is going to have the same impact on a game all game long, the same way Christian Wilkins does.
I don't know what game
I love Zach Seiler plays his role in his limited snaps, and he does a great job.
You're talking about the motor, CT. You don't think Zach Seiler can have the motor that Wilkins has?
Of course he can, bro. That's why he got a 2-year extension.
No, he's got a good motor for when he's playing 30 to 40% of the snaps. Christian Wilkins is playing nearly 95% of the snaps.
I've seen him go downfield. No, bro, don't do that to that man, bro. They already made a decision between Wilkins and they picked Chubb instead, bro. Chubb, you think they're going to restructure Chubb? You're crazy.
They shouldn't have got Chubb to begin with, but that's the whole nother fucking problem.
So y'all believe we're a quarterback away?
Joe.
Why is Chubb? Why do you think Chubb was a bad trade? I don't get these people why think.
Well, Alexander, how about this? Forget the narrative of a bad trade, but how about this? If Miami can't sign Wilkins, it's because we gave Chubb that money. How about that, Alexander? How about that? How would you feel
1,000%.
How would you feel then,
well,
Alexander?
I mean, if that's the case, then I think that's just nonsense. I mean.
If Miami can't give, you gave him 127 mil. You gave this man 127 mil.
I don't understand. What you do is just restructure Ogbah's contract and just give it to.
Ogbah's gone. Forget restructure. That guy's gone. Forget that. That guy's gone. Like he's gone,
bro.
He's gone back.
Oh, you restructure Howard's contract.
And we all know Raekwon is gone too. We all know Raekwon is gone too.
Nobody's trading for Ogbah at $16 million. Nobody's trading for Wilkins at $20 million plus.
Wilkins is a free agent.
Ogbah's only a 5.2 cap hit.
Wilkins signed his 5th.
All right, what's up, my peoples? I apologize. I had to get situated here. I am 100% with CT. You are not going to get Zeiler performing at Wilkins' level. Those are two different animals.
Yes,
No, he has not been doing it.
Right. CT is right.
Von Joe,
It's an
what's up with your
insult.
mic? You
That's
got a new
an
mic?
insult to Christian
What you talking about?
Wilkins.
No, this is
bro.
my
That
headset.
is
First of
absolutely
all,
He
Zach
does
insulting.
Tyler's on limited
Pretty
snaps.
good.
It's
That's
time to
first
get
of
some
all. He's on
AirPods,
limited
bro.
snaps.
Yeah,
He's
working
not a
He
pretty
says
good.
starter.
headphones.
If anything, Roquan
No, they
is
work.
not
Von
doing
Joe, time to
stepping
get
up because
AirPods,
of
No,
bro.
hold
Zach
on. Von
Tyler's
Joe,
game.
Von Joe. I'm
No
saying the
more
headphones are
wide
good.
How you
headphones,
gonna
bro.
judge a guy who's
Yeah,
on
it's just
That's in the
limited
Stone Age.
snaps, bro?
All I'm saying, the headphones are actually really good. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Bro,
That's
when
in
you
the Stone
sit here
Age.
and admit that Zach
Wide
Seiler
headphones
plays
are in the
30
Stone
to
Age.
35% of the snaps in our defense,
Okay,
and
that means he's
Christian
not a
Wilkins is
starter.
playing nearly 90 to 95% of the snaps in the
Okay,
game,
so they're asking
and then
what's up
you
with
think that
Roquan
Zach
then. Why
Seiler
is
is going to be
Roquan
able
not
to do
stepping
that
up?
95%
So
of the
why
game?
is
Cap for
Roquan
life.
stepping
Cap
up
for
then?
life. Real
Fucking
simple.
We're not hearing
crazy.
Roquan's name whatsoever, bro.
Cap for
There's
life.
no
There's
way
a
you're gonna
real.
get
This is real
Siler
simple.
performing at
He's
Wilkins level. No way.
Zyler is a backup for a reason. We've
He's
seen
more
this
of a
before.
role player. I wouldn't say backup. I just think he's more of a
Backup
role
role player. He's
Well,
not a
right now, I
starter.
think he's starting.
He's
I think he's starting
rotational
right
because he
now.
comes in and out, bro. The same as Ben Ginkel.
So there's a
I think
thing where
him and Wilkins are the two ends.
there's a
James is the
there's a
nose guy.
thing.
The two
There's
ends.
a
because
thing.
Roquan
Hold on.
ain't
There's a
stepping
thing
up.
that happens when you
What
have
game are
players
you
like
watching, Alex?
when you have players like Zyler and you give them more responsibility and you give them more playing time, they don't look as good.
Exactly.
They
Exactly.
regress back to the mean. So
Exactly.
What the whole team has
Because they
regressed to
have
the
the
mean. What are
ability
you
to
talking
rest
about,
and they
bro?
can stay
I can
fresh.
say the same about
They
the
can
offense,
stay
but you guys
fresh
still want to
and
play
they
the
can make
quarterback.
good plays when they're in there.
Hold
But
on,
when
you
you
want to go by
expect
that
them to play
argument, if you go by
90% of
regression
the
of the
snaps,
means,
they
the
get
quarterback
tired
has
and they
been doing
don't
the
play
regression
well.
of the means. The regression of the means right now is on the offense, not the defense.
That's it.
5 games in a row, the defense have, in the fourth quarter has kept the offense to a 1-possession game in 5 games. They can in the fourth quarter, VJ. I mean, that's,
but
come on, bro.
wait,
That's
wait,
the
hold on,
offense
hold on.
progressing.
Cap.
What about
Cap, you're
throughout the
all over
rest
the
of the
place right
game
now. We're talking
situationally?
about one
Because, bro,
particular
you make it
player.
seem like Zach Seiler is not a contributing factor to that defense.
We didn't
He
say
is.
he's not a contributing
He
factor. I'm
is.
just saying he's not going to perform at the level as
How
Wilkins
do you
is.
know, bro? How do you know?
It's a gamble. I
Okay.
can tell you that. Probability says he's not going to.
If
He's
we're
not
going to
going
go
to.
the cheap route
You know-
because it looks like we're going to go the cheap
Hold
route,
on.
you got to take the gamble.
Hold on. Just like we gambled with our quarterback, right?
Well,
Where did that get
look,
us?
that's not my fault. That's not my fault. You guys still want to pay him. You guys still want to do a 5th option. I'm not with the madness. That's you guys.
Ooh, wait. What? What are you talking about? Who's you guys?
Oh, that's all I've been hearing. Oh, keep the 5th option. It's going to be cheap. What the?
Ooh, wait. What coke have you been around? What are you talking
I don't
about?
know, bro. I mean, look, I've been around the same people as you. You know the same
Clearly,
usual suspects.
no. I
You
don't
know
have
the
drug.
usual
Listen,
suspects. Don't
I don't
act
have
naive.
drug users around me. So what are you talking about?
Well, neither do I, bro. So don't go that route with me, bro.
So clearly, listen. Whoever said that, tell him to put down stop doing lines.
Yeah, right. Not me.
All right.
Yeah, keep that for somebody else, please.
Go get some Flonase. Clear all that junk out of their nose because I don't know where you heard that from.
Bro, it's been all over the place, bro. Talking about
Where?
You guys are talking about keeping him as a starter next year,
that
bro.
was 3 weeks ago, Cap. That was 3 weeks ago.
Okay. All I know is that energy was up there for 2 weeks, and all of a sudden it was 3 weeks ago.
Hey guys, I don't have another day off till Sunday, bro.
Me too. Welcome to the club.
I just looked at my schedule. My boss just released my schedule for this week, bro. I'm working 9 to 4:30.
Listen, I don't want to hear about days off and everything. My schedule has been swamped since I've been back. Okay,
Yeah. Alex, my last day off was Monday. Put it that way. My next day off is Sunday.
and I still had to put in PTO for the 27th.
Listen,
I wish I could do PTO.
I had to miss work because I was sick and I didn't have any sick time or vacation time. So do the math. Do the math, Alex.
It's kind of funny when I get back into work and the first thing I do is put in PTO for the 27th. My boss looks at me like, "What the? You just got here?" I'm like, "Dude, this is my wife's birthday. What you want?"
So you guys know, I just looked it up. So
Family
the
first.
highest percentage Seiler has played this year is 54% of the snaps in a game.
You want to know something, CT? You want
54%.
to know why I
The
think
highest that
Seiler?
Christian Wilkins has played is 100%.
Here's my theory.
Okay,
Here's my,
54% is
hold
better
on,
than
Cap.
45.
Hold on. I was gonna. Cap, let me just.
Hey,
you want to know something?
we got some breaking
I
news.
think-
We got some
Right,
breaking
bro?
news.
Hold on. We got breaking news.
We got
What's
breaking news. Congratulations to Zach Thomas on being named a finalist for the class of 2023 Pro Football
That's what's
Hall
up,
of Fame.
bro.
Thank God.
Is he gonna finally get in this year?
If they can
Hopefully,
stop
yes.
getting on their
Finally,
goddamn
good news.
cocaine and fucking vote his ass in finally. He's been a
7-time
finalist
Pro
for 4
Bowler,
years.
5-time first team All Pro selection, AFC
Bro, what's up with
Defensive
you?
Rookie
You
of the
guys
Year
went to Benny
96.
Blanco today. What the hell's up with you guys, man?
Let's do it. Let's get Zach in, ladies and gentlemen. We've been wanting this. Get Zach
Yeah,
in.
that's that
Richard
same
Webb, you're
energy.
next.
The same
Richard Webb
energy
next.
that you Muppets had for Tua. Y'all go ahead and get it for somebody that did something for the team.
Hey, those Pro Bowls count.
Hey,
That's why I tell you guys.
You want to know something? I think Siler is only performing at a high level because of one person. That's
You mean
Wilkins.
being a winning quarterback, Bonjo?
Winning what?
Quarterbacks
Winning what?
What is Tua? What is
What
Tua
did he
winning?
win?
What is Tua winning?
Jay Fiedler was his
What?
quarterback.
Still winning
The
games. Look at our backup
Jay
quarterback.
Fiedler went further than Tua.
Oh wait, that's funny.
Jay Fiedler won a playoff game.
That's
Jay
what I'm
Fiedler
saying.
won a playoff game.
Now, how many games did he win in that season? The one season he came in and played where he was
He was on
actually
the cover
healthy.
of Sports Illustrated, CT.
And again, when he was actually
You're a
healthy,
Fiedler hater,
that's
bro.
we can
You
bring
are
up
a
Chad
Fiedler
Pennington
hater.
too. Chad Pennington came in and played well for us for 1 year, but he was injured.
Hey,
Oh wait,
I'll take that 1 year. Right now, I got 0.
Ryan Tannehill played 1 year. He played well and then was injured. So we can go through all that.
No, well, CT, that's a great point because you stopped.
And
right
right
there
now,
with
I got
Pennington.
0 CT.
Pennington was in a rebuilt year with a new GM, new coach, and a freaking journeyman quarterback, and they made the playoffs.
Yeah, and what did we do to make the playoffs with that team?
Thank you
What
very
did we
much.
do with that team to make the playoffs? What
Don't
do we
matter.
have to
We got in the
resort to?
playoffs.
Oh,
We
wait,
got in the
it
playoffs
doesn't
with a
matter
whole
that
new
we
front
resorted
office.
to some bullshit.
No, it was with a whole new front office. Don't forget that.
Yeah, that was Jeff Allen's first year.
Yeah.
And Tony Sperano.
I don't know, bro.
Yeah.
CT, you're a Dolphin quarterback hater.
The Wildcat. That's the whole point.
CT, you're a former Dolphin quarterback
We
hater.
made the fucking
That's
playoffs.
what you are,
But
CT.
we're not
Hey,
going to
it's
talk
Green
about
Rat.
that.
What's up, Green Rat?
CT up there hating all these former Dolphin quarterbacks for Tua.
Hey, Vonjo,
No,
it's
I'm
time
not
for
hating
you.
on him.
Hold on. Let me just say something to VJ real quick. VJ, it's time to get AirPods, bro.
Sir,
Beats.
No, he sounds good. What are you talking about?
look, Alex, you
So
happy
put
now?
those,
Look,
so put those on instead of that
No,
wired.
he
they're
sounds
charging.
good though. Like,
They've been
what
in
are
my
you
ear
talking?
all day. They're charging.
Hey, look at those numbers right there, CT.
That's from the Stone Age.
Look at those
Jeez.
numbers, CT.
Hey, beats
That's
is
cool.
where it's at, man. These
905
things
to
don't come off,
832,
man. They
bro.
don't come off.
Exactly. I got
AirPods,
Beats.
AirPods are better than Beats, okay?
No, they're
So
not.
That
But
turns
I-
into
I-
about 5 more snaps a game for Wilkins
There you
over Siler for this year.
But look at the
Exactly.
numbers, though. That's hell of a comparison, right? That's
I
more
could
than
have
50%.
swore Siler and Wilkins are the ends, and Davis is a no stack on the 3-4.
Welcome, Green Rat.
Nah,
and welcome,
Siler's
Mark.
been playing inside, and so is Christian Wilkins a lot too.
Mark, let me
They've
ask you a
been
question.
in and out.
Yeah,
I'm glad
right here.
I'm glad Mark's back up. Mark, listen. Do you? This is a tough question to even ask, bro, because of the situation over there in Buffalo with DeMar Hamlin. Do you think that this Sunday against the Patriots, do you think the Bills with their I don't even know how to answer.
No,
ask
Alex,
this
go
for you,
ahead.
bro.
I can deal with it. Please go ahead and ask your question.
Do
Are
you
you guys
think
going
that?
to play your starters? That's what he wants to know.
Yeah.
No.
No. Okay. Let
No,
me answer this question.
That's not it. That's
What,
not
they're going to
it.
have the mindset
Do
to
you
perform?
think yes, Vonjo. That's exactly what I was going to ask.
They're going to play.
Do you-
They're
do
going to
you-
play their starters because it means everything in the world to pursue the number 1 seed. We don't know what's going to happen yet with the Bills-Bengals game, whether they're going to play it or how they're going to play it out. But the Bills are going to play, and they're going to play their hearts out for number 3. And we'll be to the poor Patriots because they're going to get creamed. They're going to get slaughtered.
I would think that they would want to win one for Hamlin. Definitely, I would think that.
Yeah. Now,
But-
anything else that goes on afterwards,
Yeah.
the league has to wait for week 18 to end to figure out what's going to happen because a Baltimore victory gives Baltimore potentially the division, but only if Cincinnati. Well, let's see if Baltimore
That's not
wins
true, Mark. If
Yeah.
Cincinnati and Buffalo are a tie, that means they would both, or Cincinnati would be 12-5, and the other one would be 12-6.
No, you can't be 12
It
6.
would be a half
There's only
game.
17 games.
I was gonna say 12-6. I'm like, that's a wild number.
Okay.
Yeah, but it does make sense.
I can't remember the exact numbers, but the Cincinnati Bengals are up one full game right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're ahead of Baltimore. They're Cincinnati's a game
Cincinnati
ahead of Baltimore
is ahead
and a game
of
behind Buffalo.
Is ahead of the Ravens by one full game, correct?
Well,
Cincinnati's
actually,
11-4.
one and a half.
So if you have a tie, that gives them another half game. So they'll be up a game and a half. So even if they lose, they're still up half a game because that tie is actually will not equal the losses. They'd have the same wins, but
right.
If
That
they
would be a great solution to this, because if they just give them a tie, both teams, then in reality it doesn't change the seeding in the AFC and it doesn't affect any other games. Does that make sense?
It does change the seeding in the AFC.
Only the top 4.
No, it doesn't, because if
Kansas City, Cincinnati, and Buffalo will all have to just decide: are we okay with calling this a tie and being seated wherever they are? Because Buffalo could be the third seed versus
the NFL will not do that. The NFL will not do that.
The NFL is going to make them play the game out.
Yeah,
it's just
I believe so too.
Here's
honest,
what I think is, I agree. Here's what I think is going to happen. I think they're going to wait. They're going to do it. They're going to push the playoffs back. That's what I think the NFL is going to do.
Because it's a no loss scenario. There's nothing to be concerned.
And you know who actually that favors
is the Pro Bowl flag bowl or a flag game. Nobody cares.
Exactly.
I don't even think in that though. You're
hold on,
this...
CT. Hold on. I'm sorry, bro. Listen, if that happens and if the Dolphins win on Sunday and everything goes well, they're in the playoffs.
No, Buffalo needs to lose.
Buffalo needs to win.
I'm talking about
the Patriots.
Patriots.
The Patriots need to lose. Buffalo needs to win on Sunday.
Right.
And KC needs to win on Saturday, because so that way Buffalo has something to play for on Sunday. Here's
Buffalo.
the thing.
Whoa. Wrong.
What?
Okay, here's how it's gonna. Here's how it plays
sorry,
out.
Mark. I think I miscommunicated that. I'm sorry.
Let me explain exactly how it goes. In any tiebreaker between Buffalo and Kansas City, Buffalo wins because they have head-to-head.
That's right.
Why
they won the head-to-head. Yep.
Let's just say that Kansas City and Baltimore win, or Kansas City wins, they go to 14-3. Buffalo wins, they go to 13-3. Cincinnati wins, they go to 12-4. You can't. There's no way you can't play that game off because Cincinnati is eliminated from first place possibilities, but the home game between the 2 and a 3 seed is going to come up under determination. If you call it a tie and say Buffalo, you're second, Cincinnati, you're third, how is that fair to Cincinnati?
I agree with that, but you got to take into account as well, though, is if you're pushing it back a week. Now you're talking about the number 1
that
seed
favors the Dolphins
for 3 fucking weeks. So how is that not going to be an issue?
Favor the Dolphins to do what?
That favored that push. If the Dolphins make the playoffs and they push the playoffs back a week, that favors the Dolphins
to do what?
Because of all the injury to heal.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And it's the same thing with, again, you have Kansas City say they win the first seed because, again, even if Buffalo, even if they ended in a tie and they say, oh, you're second and third, it doesn't affect the fact that if you're pushing it back by a week, Kansas City's going to not play a game for 3 fucking weeks.
Right, which is really, really screwed up.
Yeah, exactly. That's a long fucking time for a team not to play a game of football.
But how do you not play that game off?
I think
there's too many moving parts between the Bills, the Chiefs, the Bengals, and the Ravens.
And I agree, but what I'm saying is, so if the Ravens lose this weekend, then they're not going to win. They don't have the possibility to win anyway. So why not, if they lose this weekend, just call the game a tie and let Cincinnati and Buffalo figure out how they want to handle 2 and 3 seed and be done with it. And then that's the end of that, because it doesn't affect anything else.
It most certainly does.
Not
if the Bills win out, they win the number 1 seed. The only way they could do it that way is if they say there's not going to be a Bills-Cincinnati game. They give Kansas City the number 1 seed, which is bullshit, because they lost the game head-to-head. Is they would have to say you play that game on a neutral field if that game comes up.
No, because in reality, I mean, listen, I understand the need for postponing the game, but they also had an opportunity to finish the game on Tuesday or Wednesday. I
There was
understand
no
players
opportunity
aren't
to
going
finish
to want
that
to
game
do
Tuesday
that.
or Wednesday.
No, CT, no,
Oh,
not
forget that. That's bullshit,
that big of a
because you put
turnaround.
yourself in the position again, and I talked about it. You can't play it on a Wednesday. You would have had to play it on Tuesday, because you're not going to give them 5 days to rest up. But you're putting your
players
same
are too
self in the
distraught to
position
play
of
right now.
somebody who plays on a Monday night game, and then somebody who plays on a Sunday night game or a Sunday game. That's only a 6-day rest anyway. So had they done it on Tuesday, and then had them play Sunday,
Neither
yeah,
you're not going to play.
Great solution.
Listen to me. You're not going to play a game with a man fighting for his life in the hospital that's in intensive care.
Yes,
you're not going to do it.
It happens more often than you think. Not in
It
football,
has never
but it happens
happened.
quite a bit. No, not
It
in football.
never has happened.
But bro, it's happened in hockey 7 or 8 fucking times.
I don't care about hockey. I care about
I know,
what the
that's
NFL is
the
going to
thing.
do.
All
The
you
optics
care
of what
about
it's
is
gonna
what
look
it
like.
He's just saying there's a precedent that it could happen, not necessarily in football, but in sports.
CT,
Yes, that
that's
was
never
my whole
happened to
point.
hockey before, bro.
That's my
If you
whole
notice,
point.
the NFL immediately said there will be no resumption of play of this game during this week. They're waiting for
No,
week
and I
18 to end
understand
to
that
see
part.
to see what it looks like then.
I understand that part. That's my whole point is there was an opportunity to do it. The NFL chose not to. But now they put themselves in the position where they have to wait for this week's games to play out and then see what the actual need is for playing the game anyway.
Right. That's what the plan was all along. Neither team was emotionally prepared to play on Tuesday.
Yeah, they couldn't play it.
The NFL, the optics, which is the most important thing to the NFL, would have been just vitiated by having these teams come out and play on Tuesday with a man fighting for his life in critical
But the
condition.
thing is this young man is probably going to be fighting for his life for the next 2 to 4 weeks.
Actually, they'll probably know a lot more within the next 24 to 48 hours because they were able to turn him onto his stomach. He's breathing at 50% oxygen. His vital signs are normal. There's a relatively good chance that he's going to recover. We don't know if there's any lung damage. We don't know if there's any potential brain damage because it really depended upon how long his brain was oxygen starved.
Yeah,
and apparently
I'm
it wasn't,
very well
it wasn't
aware.
very long.
It wasn't very long because they were literally giving him CPR within a minute and a half of him being on the field. Them being on the field. I'm not really concerned about that part, but what I am saying is, again, you also have to understand that you're very much correct in when you have issues breathing on your own. Your brainstem is what controls your autonomic breathing. You don't know if when he fell backward, he smacked his head and created issues in that brainstem. The thing is for him now on this point, the thing is, though, is normally when you're in a situation, and I'm just saying this, and I hope it's not the case, but there's a lot of research that supports it out there, is even if he's breathing on his own at 50% capacity, you don't know if he's ever going to get back to a capacity where he's not going to be having to either be hooked up to a ventilator or continue to be in a medically induced coma. You have no idea.
No, we're going to know. We're hopefully the doctors are hopeful, but they say another 24 to 48 hours we'll have more knowledge as to what the prognosis is going to be.
Yeah, the
as
thing
it stands
is
right now, the Bills are
this
preparing to
long.
play the New England Patriots on Sunday afternoon at 1 o'clock.
Let me throw this scenario out, guys. What happens if Kansas City Saturday loses? Does a tie for Buffalo get them the first seed?
If Kansas City loses, that means you have to play the Bills-Bengals game even more importantly because that's going to determine the number 1 seed. Remember, Cincinnati also beat Kansas City. So,
but what about that half game for a tie, though? Does that put Buffalo ahead?
No, it puts Buffalo ahead, but it screws Cincinnati.
Well, I understand that, but Cincinnati wouldn't have to play wild card
Cincinnati
weekend.
They have to
correct?
accept the tie, and they have to accept the tie in a game that actually pushes them down to I have to see what the seeding would be.
I understand, but I
There's
mean,
no way they're going to be 4 seeds. Cincinnati will not be any lower
No,
than the
Cincinnati
third
could be
no,
a
seed.
they would
three,
be
but
third seed,
Jacksonville.
Cincinnati
CT,
could be a
They
3
would
or a
be
but they
1
would,
in that case.
but they would get a week off, correct? Because Kansas City would be in the wild card game, correct?
Let's see. If Kansas City goes 13-4, the Bengals win the game on Sunday. They go 12-4. No, it means they would be the number 3 seed, and they'd be hosting and playing Baltimore again.
Yeah, that's where I was saying, because it wouldn't matter. They would still be in the 3rd seed. They can't go any lower than the 3rd seed anyway.
Oh, that's true.
And the bottom line of that
Because
is
Jacksonville is
because
8
if
and
they
8,
beat
there's
Buffalo,
no
they're
way.
the number 1 seed in the AFC, and they have the week off.
It's just the clusterfuck, man. The NFL,
Yeah,
I get it, but the NFL put themselves in a situation where there is no win.
Yeah, this is one of those things that there's absolutely no right answer.
Yeah. Especially this late in the season. That's what makes it so damn difficult.
As far as, moving the playoffs around, you cause an effect by shifting games out a week, giving somebody a 3-week bye, which is pretty horrendous at that point.
Yeah. And then you also put in, how many fans now, they made travel plans to go out there, to go to games. Now they're being disrupted because it's being delayed by a week. There's a lot of shit the NFL has to take into account here.
That's my one thing of why maybe they're going to call it a tie, and they're just going to have to deal with it.
I was going to say, it is a logistic nightmare, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's absolutely.
Yeah, because
it's just not a simple thing.
4 teams.
Because even when you think about it, people buying plane tickets and hotel reservations and traveling, and it is a logistic nightmare.
They cannot.
I agree.
They can't
it was the right thing to do to
by
stop
moving
the
it back
game
a week because there's a week built in for that.
Well, not necessarily. I mean, granted, nobody gives a fuck about the Pro Bowl. I don't care about that. But I'm saying, just like I just brought up, you're talking about fans. You're talking about stadiums. I know that there are some stadiums that they know that they're not hosting NFL playoff games because their teams, they may be in the playoffs. Well, they might have a concert that week, and all of a sudden, oh, wait, we might have to play a game here because the seating's changing and everything else is getting fucked up. It's a logistical fucking nightmare.
Yeah, it is. Like, goddamn.
Because that's the thing is, I believe it was the right thing to stop the game, but at the same time, listen, y'all decided to end the game. I think that again at that point, the NFL has to say, am I willing to deal with the blowback of all the logistics nightmare of moving the playoffs around, or are we just going to say, look, we'll give you a tie, or we'll both give you a win, and you just got to deal with it.
CT, you ready for this?
Go for
At this point, they're calling up every referee and be like, hey, man, make this shit work out. They're calling the referees and say, hey, y'all been fucking up all year.
Fuck you got to do, but make this irrelevant, please.
Yeah, I've been fucking up all year. Don't stop now. Make this shit work out. Because, god damn it.
There's just no good answer, guys.
I don't even think there is a win or lose way that it's going to work out, though. I mean, there's so many. Because, again, even if Kansas City loses, that's even worse. If Kansas City wins, then, yeah, Buffalo still would have the opportunity if they won that game and against the Patriots to tie them and get the first seed. But is it part of the NFL's prerogative to say, listen, we understand why you guys didn't want to continue, but it doesn't change the fact that you didn't want to continue, and you're just going to have to deal with whatever the fuck we say.
Really, I think the best situation for the NFL, logistically, is if KC won and Buffalo loses to New England on Sunday.
Yeah, but then but if Cincinnati wins, though,
it's 2 and 3. It's just flip flopping 2 and 3.
Yeah, but then you got to have to figure out how are you going to solve who's second seed and who's third seed.
Man, that shit don't matter at that point.
That same issue.
At that point, they'll just probably call it a tie and call it a mulligan. At that point.
Well, at that point, then you say that Cincinnati's going to be the 3 seed, and Buffalo's going to be the 2 seed, and Cincinnati will never have a chance to play it out.
No, I'd say Cincinnati gets the 2 seed because they were up 7-3.
Cincinnati would get the 3 because they're a game behind Buffalo.
So then it wouldn't matter then. So all we got to do is we got to hope that the Patriots win, and then there you go. But then the Miami's out of the playoffs, and we're pissed off because we know that the NFL let the Patriots win, so they didn't have to deal with this logistical nightmare.
And it would be Batman's fault for it.
Yeah, it would. It would always be Batman's fault.
Nah, it's Tua's fault.
What's Tua's fault?
Everything.
Mark, you always get over here telling that bullshit.
You know,
I wonder what the fuck is Allen's fault.
So guys,
Actually, the whole thing is Ross and Greer's fault. To be
Like,
very
you
honest
just stop
with
me,
you.
like, for real. Like, you know, they did nothing. Like, get the fuck out of here.
everything.
I'm so sick of that shit, man.
Wait,
Like
what's going
Batman
on?
said, he the best we ever fucking had. Any other quarterback, we lose that damn game of Baltimore.
No, man.
Like CC said,
okay.
If we had anybody else, what was Josh Allen before Diggs? Nothing.
If we had Mike Glennon, we wouldn't won that game.
Fuck out of here, shit.
He was a running quarterback. That's what he was.
Thank you. What the hell was he? He was nothing. He was
A
trash.
running quarterback. A running
Trash.
quarterback. No, that's it.
Like, make it like he was something before Diggs got it. He was hot trash with 52% completion. Get the hell out of here.
Wait, who
Hey,
was
man,
not
let's
trash?
not do that. Take Diggs up to him. Let's see what he is then. How about that? How about that?
I can't even understand what you're saying.
He's saying that Josh Allen was nobody before Diggs, and I'm saying, yeah, all he was a running quarterback. That's it.
Who was also
That's
a playoff quarterback in year two? Why wasn't Tua?
You see,
Like winning takes time. Winning takes time.
Trent Dilfer is a Super Bowl champion, so
And another thing, if the Dolphins wanted
What's up,
Herbert,
Phins?
ask the Dolphins why they didn't draft Herbert. They could have got Herbert.
Well, ask your
that.
failure as a general manager, Chris Greer, that question. Ask him
Yeah.
about Austin Jackson. Ask him about Noah. Ask him about Solomon Kinley.
Hey,
Strogley,
mistake happen.
Weaver. The rest of that mess of the 2020 draft that he totally fucked up.
You could say that with a lot of.
Mark, when was something
GMs,
ever good? When was that ever good besides losing Super Bowls? Y'all was never fucking good. Never. Never, and won't ever be.
All right, whatever
Like,
you're saying.
Hey, guess what? Don't worry about the Super Bowl this year because Kansas City gonna make sure of that. They're gonna make sure of that. Trust me.
Tim,
Yeah,
Trust
okay, yeah.
me.
I'll be
Mark's
glad to
really
push you when
worried
it comes.
about getting the third seed because I think then he'd have to play the Ravens, and that just is not going to go well for him if Lamar.
Trust me. Patrick Mahomes gonna make sure of that, baby.
But
And guess what? I'm gonna be right there rooting for him too.
the Bills are actually very good.
Well,
I
I'm
think
sure
the
we're
Bills
all
are
very
juggernaut.
concerned. We're all very concerned with your rooting interest in that game.
Trust me.
Yeah, but I think
Bills,
that again,
the Bills
the
are
NFL has to
Give
consider
me
the
$1.25 and send me to a cheap coffee house.
You want to know why the Bills are so good too? Is because their front office, that's one, and McDermott. McDermott is a damn good head coach.
He is.
He really is.
But that takes time,
And-
though, Alex. That's what
Yeah.
Timothy's saying. That takes time. Like I'm sure McDermott wasn't
Well,
hitting the
McDermott-
ground running, and
Thank
everybody
you.
was
Tell him, Batman.
McDermott was. McDermott was. You
And
want to know
neither
why?
was their
hold on,
GM. They had
CT.
Sloan all that entire time to help out.
McDermott reached
It
the
took
playoffs in
time.
his second year as a head coach. McDermott reached the playoffs in his second year as a head coach.
No,
And you
actually,
wanna know who his
McDermott reached the
quarterback
playoffs
was?
in his first year. They tore it down in the second year. Then they've been in the playoffs ever since.
Well, when was McDermott? McDermott was hired
The Bills. Okay, McDermott came in 2017. He took a bad team to a playoffs. They lost to Jacksonville 10-3.
Tyrod Taylor.
They tore the
Taylor.
team down in 2018. Cleaned up their salary cap. Made the moves to get Allen and Tremaine Edmonds in that particular draft. Then they went. Then in the second or the third year of McDermott, they went 10-6 and won a wild card spot. Lost to Houston in the playoffs, and then they've been AFC division winners the last 3 years. That's where they are. The reason that the Dolphins are not in a similar situation, in my opinion, is because there's no continuity in the front office. There's no continuity between the general manager and the head coach. They keep flipping head coaches. They keep flipping GMs. They fired the best coach that they had within the last year, and they passed on Tomlin because he was too hip hop. Your organization is a structural mess. Chris Greer is one of the worst GMs I have ever seen in my life. He's gone from a year where they brought in Armstead, they brought in Hill, They brought in Williams. They brought in all of these guys, and he had 2 draft choices in between. He and Ross, he's managed to lose one number 1 pick for tampering, a number 3 pick for tampering, traded for a loser in Bradley Chump, passed on getting Roquan Smith where you desperately needed a linebacker, fucked up the 2022 draft, fucked up the 2020 draft. You tell me where your organization is.
The 2022
You please
draft.
tell me where your organization is with this
But
clown
don't
Chris
worry about
Greer
that,
and
Mark.
this idiot Stephen Ross.
Wait a minute.
Tua is in the work in
2022
progress,
draft.
sir. What you mean he put up 2020 draft? What you talking about?
The
Talk
2022
English,
draft
please.
was one of the
Because
2022
he
draft
ain't
was
went to the
one of the
playoffs
best
yet?
ones we've ever had.
The 2020 draft was one of the worst drafts I've ever seen in my life.
2022?
The
2022 is the
draft.
total. But what have you got out of the 2022
What are
draft?
you talking about? We have
Uzukama never suits
That's
up.
what I'm saying. What are you
Thompson
talking about?
is
you're talking about
Thompson
last
is
season.
trash.
Last year's draft when we had no
Hold
draft
on,
picks. You're talking about that
Mark,
one.
the
We had a
best,
third. We
Greer's
had a
best
third
draft.
and a 4th round draft pick. You're talking
Right,
about
and,
that one?
and Tyndall can't even play because he's not intelligent enough to learn the
No,
defense.
it's not that. It's that they
And
wanted
Cameron
to put on
Good's on the
some weight.
practice squad.
They
Congrats to
wanted to
fuck
put
you,
on some
Lation.
weight. Easy is learning a position, and he's here to service Tyreek in
So
case
what have
Tyreek
you?
goes
What
down.
value have you got out of the
Stop that.
2022
Easy
draft?
E was
Nothing.
We
fucking-
haven't gotten
he
any
was
value out of it, but
ball
to say it's a
before
bust, it's a
fucking washing
joke.
his hands after
You
wrapping
can't
his
label. You
Mark,
can't
it's
label
time for you to
first-year
shut
guys
up.
as busts. You can't
You
label
don't like the
first-year
truth,
guys
so you
as
want to shut
busts.
me up, and that's what makes sense.
Listen,
and you
Mark,
blew, and you
I give
blew
you.
the
I can
2020
label
draft.
Noah as a
People try to
bust.
make
Hold on,
this
Mark.
Mark, we
with
have
the sunstyle
disagreed
that
with
is
you
Austin
a
Jackson.
million times, and you say the same thing over
me
and
say this to
over
Mark real
on
quick.
every
And it's
show.
because you people don't listen.
We don't
Mark.
care, Mark. It
Hold on.
doesn't matter if
Hold
we
on.
agree or disagree with you. We don't want to hear it over and over and over.
Well,
Mark,
boo
2 or 3
fucking
years?
who?
What you talking about?
We agree. We all agree over here that Chris Greer has not lived up to what we all thought he was going to be. Okay.
I'd
We
be
all
honored to
agree
bring the
with
conversation around to what you could do to fix
All
this
right.
situation.
The 2020
I
draft.
wouldn't say all of it. All of us.
gave.
You
Yeah,
speak
I
for
don't agree with
yourself.
all that.
Okay,
You
fine.
speak for yourself,
Fine.
Alex.
I gave the 2020 draft at. Listen, Austin Jackson. I gave him time, and it has not panned out. Tua, you know how hard
Even though I
for
called
Tua
that shit
in that
before we
year.
drafted him and after year 1, and people wanted to give me shit. That's hilarious.
And the Dolphins knew Tua was injury prone. They knew this already. Just like they didn't know this.
They drafted him for
They
the
was-
same
they-
reason
they
that you
was
could
looking at- they was
possibly
looking
think
at
of. They drafted him for merchandise sales and fans in the seats,
That's
and they
bullshit.
passed him
They
a
was
bit, and they
looking at the-
passed
they
him a
was
better
looking at the
quarterback.
Because he was the
I
most
reward
efficient fucking
risk.
NCAA quarterback in the history of fucking football, and we thought that we could bring
Tua
him
was
and
a damn
change
good
him into
quarterback in
that.
college. He
And
really
again-
was, Mark.
And
Again,
He was
another
a
thing,
damn good
what the hell
quarterback.
did Herbert and them do in college? Herbert and them didn't do nothing.
Herbert
exactly.
did
Really?
not.
Look at Herbert's stats, and then all you have to do
Herbert
is go
didn't
to
do
the
anything
combine.
in college. He didn't do nothing.
That is
William
right.
didn't do
Appreciate it,
anything.
William. Thank you for the $2 donation. Appreciate it, William.
Herbert did not do nothing in college. He did not
Really?
win
Look at it.
anything
Look
in
at his
college.
look at his
Tua-
stats in
Tua
college.
Tua
He's
didn't
playing
win
on
a
a far
national championship in
inferior
college.
team.
And
Remember,
another
Tua
thing,
played
with
at
this Herbert business.
Alabama with a bunch of
Thank you, William.
with a bunch of first round draft choices at running back, tight end, and wide receiver.
Hold on one
Okay,
second,
and-
Mark.
and-
Mark,
and
hold on for a second, Mark. I just heard a whole bunch of yelling. I was on the phone. I was in a meeting dealing with something, but I heard a whole bunch of yelling, defending Tua. And I don't know who was yelling, but apparently he's the best we've had since who?
Yeah, who did say that?
I don't know. Who was yelling? Who's doing all the yelling?
I've been saying this.
Oh no, I said that too. He is.
Listen, you could say whatever you want. You could argue
Say
Jay
whatever
Feet
you
would
want.
say it. That to me was a joke when you said Jay Feet. I'm gonna say it like this: Tua, since
Mhm.
Marino
Mm-hmm.
has shown us, he's the one that's shown us the most at any promising quarterback that we've had.
Okay.
He's
Thanks
showed
very
us
much.
what he showed us in year 3 is better than Tannehill gave us in 7 years.
So if I can compare, so let me do this.
Batman.
So hold on, let me do this because I'm going to play the game with you guys.
It doesn't get you a trophy. It doesn't get you a trophy.
Oh no, I'll play the game with you guys since we want to get so passionate and yell at people.
It doesn't get you a trophy.
No, we
Bonzo.
can play
I'm
that
just stating
game.
a fact. I'm stating a
Because
fact.
no, let's play this game. Let's go meet me on my drawing board, okay? On my drawing board. All right. So if I take trash, right, and say that trash is greater or equal to trash,
Oh my
I still get yes, flaming trash. You see how that
Bon
works?
Joe, are you talking about Landon Roberts?
Oh my
I
God.
mean, what are we doing?
Oh, that was
What the fuck are we doing?
Oh
Joe, can
my
we do the same
God,
thing
that's
about Landon
hilarious,
Roberts though?
bro.
Now, can we do that?
Hey, listen,
What
Landon
the-
Roberts sneak
Look,
week
He
actually
said,
having a good
he
season.
said, why do I got to rewrite
All right?
anything?
Stop with
Everything
the
on
Landon
that board
Roberts.
applies to Landon Roberts too.
Exactly, it does too. Like, come on, like, what are we doing?
Wait. You got to put trash equals a Landon Roberts, and that's the
I
finale.
mean, what?
Hey, first of all, I'm tired
No,
of
this is
listen,
what I'm
tired of this
saying.
Landon
We
Roberts
all
slander.
knew that
Okay?
the list of quarterbacks that we had was so trash. That's why we're so high on Tua. That's why we're so hopeful. That's why we're still we have people still grasping for straws.
I get it. I get it. That's true.
I don't
That's
think
facts.
it's
I'm tired of
grasping
this
for
Landon
straws.
Roberts
I
slander.
see. That's
And
where I
Landon Roberts is
disagree.
actually having a good season. So
Oh,
stop
if
it.
you keep saying that stupid ass bullshit, Alex, god damn, when are you gonna get it through your head that just like fucking Noah, a Landon Roberts is a detriment to this goddamn team, just like Jerome Baker is. But anyway, Von Joe, see, this is where I disagree. Is you can say, oh, you're grasping at straws. I don't see it that way. I see it as when you
Hey,
have
Aquavision.
something and you're seeing
That's a Super Bowl
progression,
quarterback,
it's
baby.
different than the Tannehill situation where we didn't see progression from Tannehill. Every fucking year Tannehill came out. He did the same shit year in and fucking year out.
Not
He
lying.
never improved. And I
But
think that there's a difference with that. And I also think that, again, when you take into account the regression of the defense, but everybody wants to talk about, this defense is great. No, the only thing that this defense does well is run defense. Everything else, they're listed as
At the worst.
27th or fucking higher in efficiency.
100%.
CT, this is the issue. We also need to sit there and say, what is that background?
That's
I
Alex.
don't know.
I think he's
Oh,
watching
sorry.
TV.
My wife is watching her telenovelas.
No.
Just mute it, Alex.
And
Nah,
me,
that's a radio.
So
That's a
this is
I'm
what I'm
also
saying,
trying to
CT.
talk
Yes,
too,
we
so.
see progression, right?
That
But
radio's
it's
gonna
the
bother me. Somebody's got their radio on. I can hear it.
we see
My bad.
progression, right? We see progression, but here's the thing: it's the rate of the progression, right? Where you have and do we have the time?
No, we don't have the time.
And
We
I
don't.
agree with
Real
that
quick,
aspect.
real quick. Hold on,
That's
hold
the
on.
time.
Real
That's the
quick,
whole
real
thing.
quick.
With that
Real
aspect.
quick, CT. Let me answer Aquavision's question because I've been saying this all day. I'm going to preach
That's
on
a
it.
Super Bowl quarterback,
Batman, thoughts on Mike Glennon. I said it very clearly. I know Lewis is he's gonna be in the building on Sunday. I know Cat for Life, I think, is gonna be in the building. Capitan's gonna be in the building on Sunday. I'm gonna be as honest and as nice as possible. Again, there's no swear jar here at night, ladies and gentlemen. If Mike Glennon goes into the game on Sunday for whatever reason, Batman is gonna lose his shit, and I might get thrown out of the stadium. I'm being very clear. If Mike Glennon makes it under center and he's playing football, I'm gonna lose my shit. He shouldn't be on the field. He's there for the emergency reasons. He should not be on the field by no means necessary. I don't want to hear Skyler getting hurt because every backup quarterback we got gets hurt. It just happens every game. They can't finish the game. Skyler better come out there with a broken fingernail like he has one right now, and he better sling that ball all game. That's what I expect him to see all game. That's it.
You're my Glennon hater,
Batman,
bro.
are you kidding me, bro?
But
How
hey,
dare
can I
you?
go real quick? Can I finish with
dare
Von
you,
Joe
bro?
real
That's
quick?
a Super Bowl bound quarterback, bro.
So
That's
Von
a
Joe,
Super
my
Bowl
thing
bound
is
quarterback.
I agree with you. No, we are in the microwave society because Greer decided to go trade for Hill and all that and put us in the situation where it's win now. And I don't disagree with that. But what I do disagree with is, again, you put yourself in the position where I've said it repeatedly. I'm sorry. You guys can say whatever the fuck you want. If you guys want to keep thinking about to yourself, oh, year 1 for 2, and there, you had 2 years. Man, he wasn't physically healthy till the beginning of this year, bro. And if you want to say, yes, the mental side of it, the mental development, I agree with that part. But you have to say that, again, unlike or just like most quarterbacks in the NFL, they can watch all the film the fuck they want. But until they're put in the position and they're taking the reps because they're physically able to, that's when they learn. That's when they learn. Not in the fucking film room. Yeah, you can identify shit in the film room, decipher, oh, I made a mistake here, whatever. But until they're on the field and they're seeing it in live action, they don't learn. Even fucking Ryan Fitzpatrick said this. Look at what Ryan Fitzpatrick said. He spent fucking how many years on the bench as backup and whatever. And he said, watching film didn't do shit for me. What got me, what made me learn the most was being on the field and doing.
Well,
I've been saying that all day.
it's the type of learner. Some people can learn from film. Some people can't.
I'd rather have Cedric Wilson run the Wildcat.
Oh, he is injured. I forgot about that. He is injured. Cedric Wilson is injured.
Oh yeah, that's right. He is injured.
So,
hey, listen here, guys. I'm tired of this Mike Lennon slander. Okay, Batman. I told you this from the get-go. Okay, he is our Super Bowl quarterback. He's going to be our quarterback to take us to the promised land. Okay,
Stop. Mike
but
Lennon.
if you ever seen a giraffe play, that's
I rather have Pete as starting quarterback than Mike Glennon. I'll put it down. I'd rather have Pete. Put it down.
Ooh, yeah, there you go. Vonjo, suit up, bro.
Well, you know what they say. You know what they say, Batman. Glennon's neck and neck better than anybody.
Nah, man. Von Joe needs to go suit up and take a Landon Roberts spot. That's
it's the neck man up.
Can't nobody take a Landon Roberts, that walking CTE head case. No, listen, I'll say it. Call me insensitive if you want. The way a Landon Roberts play is a walking CTE case waiting to happen.
Medically speaking, I don't disagree.
I do want to share the bright side with you guys. You realize that playing Teddy Bridgewater on Sunday cost your cap $4 million because it brought his salary from $6 million to $10 million.
Yep. And
so I want to congratulate you for that.
Yep. But the funny thing is we should have just played Skyler because Teddy didn't do shit either. So he hadn't done shit all season.
That's true. He reduced your salary cap by $4 million, so you got to really think that's an accomplishment.
Hey, there you go. Good point there, Mark. Good point.
Oh, here we go.
I like that.
I'm telling you, fix your front office, and then, you know, we
already have our future GM, Reggie McKenzie. He's going to take over
if he's been any part of the team that's gone ahead and helped make these selections and make these trades, then I don't think you got your future GM.
There we go. Landon Roberts inducted into the Museum of Gulf Coast Hall of Fame. There we go.
Wow, good job, Landon Roberts.
Yeah,
now,
getting into that high school Hall of
Fame. He's in the Hall of Fame
now.
Hey, Von Joe, what do you got to say now? What do you got to say now, Von Joe?
You're on mute, Von Joe.
You're on mute.
That high school graduating class is only 3 people.
Oh, shit.
Okay? Please stop it.
I think it's...
it is a serious question. So, what of each you think that the Dolphins need to do in the off season? On the assumption that you don't make the playoffs and McDaniel finishes 8-9.
Fireboyer.
Tell me how you're going to rebuild
Fireboyer. You start out with Fireboyer. I think that's the ultimate decision.
And out of those 3, 2 of them were in special ed classes.
Exactly.
You fire Boyer.
You
fire Boyer. Okay. You bring in a competent defensive coordinator. I'm not taking any first-year guys. I'm not taking any projects. Vic Fangio is the guy that McDaniel wanted. He couldn't get him because he was forced Boyer down his throat, so he couldn't bring in his own guy.
Pause.
Fangio was supposed to be his guy. If Fangio's willing to take the job, but again, like people mentioned, Fangio, I'm sure, might get an offer to be a head coach. I mean, there's a lot of vacancies out there in the NFL. We cannot deny that. Now, that being said, fire Boyer, for me, is one. Now, I'm with the mindset that I want to see one more year from Tua. I'm not exercising his 5th-year option. I'm bringing back Tua, and I'm bringing in a competent quarterback, not a backup quarterback. I'm bringing in a competent quarterback that can compete with Tua for that starting role. If Tua beats him, well, so be it. That's about it. But I'm not trading for no Baker Mayfield. I'm not signing no Baker Mayfield. I'm not trading for no Derek Carr. If I'm taking an upgrade, I'm taking only 3 players. That is Lamar Jackson, that is Tom Brady, and that is Aaron Rodgers. If it's not one of those 3 guys, I'm rolling with Tua year 4. That being said, McDaniel mentioned year 2 of his plan was to continue to revamp this offensive line. You got to bring back at least one of your running backs, draft one with your 3rd rounders, draft the middle linebacker with your 2nd rounder, and draft another corner with your 3rd rounder. Bring back X. You cut Byron. You can cut Baker. You could try your best to go after Roquan Smith, he's a free agent, unrestricted free agent by Baltimore, which I don't think they're going to be able to bring back in Baltimore because they're going to be trying to get Lamar Jackson under contract. That's guaranteed money. That's $70 million allocated to 2 guys, which I don't think they're going to do. So Roquan Smith is available now in free agency. You go after him, you make a push for him. You try to restructure some more deals. You can restructure. You can trade Agba. You can restructure Tyreek Hill. You can restructure Terron Armstead. You can make some cap. You can make about $50 million in cap space. You can make it happen. Get some guys.
But you know, goddamn right, Hill ain't taking one after he.
I don't think
exactly.
I don't think Hill is gonna take a restructure in year 2 because that's when he gets paid, and he got
he got peanuts this year. What was his salary this year? What it's compared to
a little over $5 million.
Yeah, exactly. He's supposed to be making.
But what was the signing bonus though?
Yeah, but you can convert some of it to signing bonus, CT. You can make some of that money into signing bonus.
You can. But the thing is when you do the signing bonus, you can only stretch out said signing bonus over 3 years. So again, you're still going to have to pay the piper at some point. That's the issue, is when are we finally going to pay for it? Look at how many teams had to do that. Look at what the Saints had to do to destroy their team to bring in no one because they kept on pushing it down the road, kicking the can down the road, and they finally had to pay the piper. And guess what? They ain't got shit on that goddamn team.
And to finish what I was saying, if Tua doesn't work out, you move on. You got a first-round draft pick in 2024. You can pursue. You can trade up, get a quarterback. At that point, you could do whatever you want, but you do have draft picks in 2024. That's what I'm trying to say as far as why would I bring Tua back. But it's welcome, Lewis. What's going on, Lewis?
Batman, I blame you. I'm trying to go to sleep. I got a long day at work, and I hear you say, bring back Tua. And what's up, everybody? Again, I'm just playing with Batman. But
we already blamed Batman earlier, so.
But
listen, Batman is a narcissist. Okay, he's a masochist.
But hold on, I can't believe everybody in the panel let Batman get away with what he just said.
You didn't give us a chance to respond.
He said, bring back Tua and also bring a capable or a comparable quarterback to give him a competition, right? Mm-hmm. And I agree with Batman in the aspect, I'm not bringing a Baker Mayfield, Jimmy Garoppolo, any of those guys. I agree. Mm-hmm. But Batman, my question to you before I get out of here, the 3 guys you mentioned wouldn't be a competition because there's no way in hell Tua's beating those guys out.
The only one that's competition is Jimmy G. That's the only one. That's
no, Batman. I'm saying to bring in Jimmy G. I'm with you. I'd rather stay with Tua at that point. I'm just saying the 3 names you, Rodgers.
They beat Tua. Those 3 beat Tua.
Yeah. So why keep Tua here then?
I'm just saying those are the only 3 that I would take over Tua right now if you want. If you could make a trade for it.
Yeah, but you said bring in one of those guys, right? Rodgers, Jackson.
Competition for me, the only legitimate competition for me is Jimmy G. That's it, because he's a free agent, and that's competition. That's it.
What he was saying, Lewis,
because Tua can be a backup.
Real quick, Green Rat, my bad. What we were talking about earlier is if you have the opportunity to upgrade versus, again, what are you giving up? What is it going to cost you? How is it going to affect you down the road? Is it worth moving on, not necessarily from Tua, but saying in a situation where, you're getting rid of Waddle and Christian Wilkins and a first rounder to go get Lamar. Now, I absolutely agree that if you're going to upgrade, you're going to upgrade to one of those 3 guys, but at what cost? Because I'm sorry, but Christian Wilkins is our best defensive player this year, and Waddle is our second best wide receiver. And it's like, to what degree are we willing to mortgage the future on a Band-Aid for now? And that's
I'm willing.
It's on Greer because that's partly Greer's fault.
Well, I'm willing to mortgage the future though, because again, ain't no D tackle in this fucking league gonna win you a Super Bowl. So that's eliminating Christian Wilkins. And we can hate it or love it. And Batman, again, me and Batman were 2 people in this community that were fighting for Jalen Waddle. But in the draft, you can find another Jalen Waddle. I'm sorry.
No, Alex.
You're not gonna find a Lamar Jackson. Okay. Put it like this, Batman. It's easier, or it would be easier to find a Waddle in the draft more or easier than to find a Lamar Jackson in the
They're
draft.
both transcending players. They're both transcending players.
No, but they're not
Generational talents.
again.
Generational talents.
Okay, well, either way,
Quarterback position is way more important, but they're both generational talents. We're not
Batman.
gonna say
Okay. If you brought Lamar Jackson, Aaron Rodgers, or Tom Brady, either one of those three, are you still bringing back Tua?
No.
Oh, okay. All right. I see. When I was listening, I thought you meant even if one of those three guys would come,
I would still keep Tua if you bring Brady because he's older. He's 46 years old.
Y'all let me know when I could answer this question.
The problem with that is, and again, Vonjo, you can go right now because I'm going to get out of here, Vonjo, so you can answer it. But again, I just don't see, and I would look. Please answer my question after you, Vonjo, after you answer Batman. Please answer me. Someone answer me this. How do you go from tank for Tua, right? You're the 5th overall pick in the NFL draft. Now, that's not Tua's fault, but that's where he was drafted. I just don't know in any scenario with the height that this kid had, and you were supposed to be the franchise guy and the savior of this franchise, how you go from that, right, to now the backup quarterback, and you're just fine with that. Again, if whatever quarterback comes in here, you got to eliminate Tua. You cannot go from the 5th overall pick to all of a sudden, hey, I'm okay, fellas. I'm okay, fellas. I'll take the backup role. I just don't see how Tua does that.
After Vonjo, I think I have an answer for that.
Okay. I hear you, Lewis.
Tua wants to start anyways. He ain't gonna do that shit.
What up, Big Philly?
Yeah, that's what I'm just saying. I don't see how Tua does that.
I'm going to answer the question that was posed about what do you guys do next year? Listen, I don't give a fuck how it's done. I don't give a damn if you have to sell goddamn what's his name, Galu himself. Get me a fucking franchise quarterback. I don't care who you got to do or what you got to do. Get me the guy, and I'll take it and take it from there.
Okay.
See, and
get me the guy.
I understand that, but the thing is that's having the principle of say the Bills, where we're gonna go and get a franchise quarterback, but we also know even if you get a franchise quarterback and Lewis just said it, it's difficult to find a franchise quarterback. We can sit here and talk about franchise quarterbacks. There's probably 10 in the fucking league out of 32 teams that are franchise guys.
And how many franchise receivers are there?
But that's let me finish at that. That's what I'm saying is yes, it's more difficult to find a franchise quarterback. But the problem is even if you do, whether or not you can go out there and find one, if you're lucky enough that he's going to become successful. Obviously, if you already have one that's already successful, you're paying for it. Then the question becomes, can you surround him with enough talent to fucking win? Because we can sit here and talk about Aaron Rodgers, right? So my logistical argument is he had Scantling Jr. and he had Devontae Adams, but every fucking offseason, he was still bitching that he wanted another fucking receiver.
And CT, this is why I'll challenge you. We've played this quarterback game. We've been playing it for 20 years. Let me try to I just want to try to skin the cat a different way.
I feel you. I get it. I understand your perspective.
Would you guys trade 2 first rounders for Rodgers?
Work out that way.
Trade 2 first rounders for Rodgers?
Yep.
Because even if you find a franchise quarterback, that doesn't mean that every time you come in that you're going to bring in the right type of players to be successful with him, a la Aaron Rodgers.
That's very true. But hey, it betters my chances.
It'll work out. That's all.
Listen, I'm trying to skin this cat a different way. We've been playing this game for a while. I'm through. I'm full. I am done with this game.
Let's welcome Big Philly and Kyle. What's going on?
I don't know about y'all, but I want off this ride.
So to answer what Lewis was asking just a little bit ago, I believe that you could keep Tua as the backup because if you go get a Tom Brady, you could sell Tua on the point that, okay, you're the backup, but this also gives you time for your brain to heal.
Nah, you gotta get rid of him.
I'm just saying this is how it could, is how you could get him to probably stay. Plus, if he does come in, Tua is a starting quarterback in the NFL. Like him or not like him, we're not talking elite or anything like that, but he has proven he can be a starter in the league. He is way better than Teddy Bridgewater.
Hey, there's a lot of starting trash in the NFL, so I'll give you that. I'll concede to that.
Brian Joe said they ain't elite. He don't want him.
We get it, Brian Joe. You think Tua is trash. We get it.
No, he's not trash.
But we sit here and we say, "Oh, we can't have elite."
I know I'm speaking in hyperbole. I know I'm speaking in hyperbole, but reality, I don't think he's
we
trash.
should have an elite guy.
He's not good enough.
Position.
My whole thing is this: if we don't win a Super Bowl with him, what was it all for?
Wait, what?
Yeah.
If we don't win a Super Bowl, what was it all for? Trading for Rodgers, Brady, and all them.
Yeah.
Again, it's not a guarantee. Again, see, that's the issue. Y'all keep thinking it's a guarantee.
And then we're doing shit for another 20
It's not a
fucking
guarantee.
years.
It's not a guarantee, but that's the thing.
It betters your chances. All I want is to wake up in the morning on a Sunday morning and feel like, okay, I have a chance. We're gonna rock out. Versus, I don't know.
But the thing is okay,
no, we got that
we
with
have an
Tua.
elite quarterback.
What are you talking about? We have that with Tua.
Yes,
We got that with him already.
Yeah, you delusional
believe
people.
that.
I guess you guys feel that way.
He go to another team and ball out and win a Super Bowl. What then?
Ball out where? On the bench?
You sat there and believe that. You said that the Dolphins do this all the time.
You got this $2 muppet that don't even know how to fall correctly. Tell son he's gonna go ball out. Ball out where?
Ball out when they trade a
Ball out where? Where? Tell me where. Name a team.
Whoever y'all trade him to.
Nah, name the team. Come on. Nah, you want to have this conversation. Name the team. Let's go down this road. Let's do
Denver, I think that he would play much better in Denver than Russell
bullshit.
Wilson
That weather's too much for him. He's not going to do well in that weather. Try again.
Oh man, that's bullshit. And if Derek Carr is going somewhere other than Oakland, he can go to Oakland and fucking have a good career.
Vegas?
Darren Waller? Come on, dog.
Vegas? Wait, Darren Waller? He can't even use fucking Gesicki. You talking some Darren Waller? He can't even find Gesicki.
He used Gesicki last year. Come on, you know he can do it. It's just the offense has changed.
Gesicki's ass is on the goddamn bench all fucking game. Where his ass belongs?
Darren Waller.
Because he fucking sits here and all he does is catch
Darren
the
fucking
goddamn ball.
Waller.
This year, when he does catch the ball, it's only for
Send him
2
to the
goddamn
Panthers.
yards.
They got a defense over there. Send him over there.
The Panthers? Okay.
I still believe he'll do good. I'm sorry. Because as soon as and then we don't got nothing. Because everybody wants the Super Bowl and we shouldn't get it.
The thing is we've been stuck for so long with below average quarterbacks that now we have an above average quarterback who's still progressing, and you guys are like, you know what? Fuck this. I don't care. I'm gonna go get out at Aaron Rodgers or whoever. But then here's my question to you, Von Joe. So you say you want to wake up on Sunday and feel like you got a chance. So you're saying that you feel like you have a better chance if Aaron Rodgers is on this team, but he's got no fucking weapons around him because we had to trade everything to get all these people, and the rest of the team is shit.
I didn't mention the defense. Oh.
Yep, and they have a better chance of getting into the playoffs than we do.
No, I'm sorry, I ain't doing that.
Wait, am I not speaking a fact right now? Am I not speaking a fact right now? Don't Green Bay control their own destiny?
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, then.
They do.
Okay, then.
But my thing is this. If we
Okay,
do that,
then. But
And
y'all
so
want to play
did
this
we
game.
last week till Teddy choked.
But y'all want to play
my
these
thing
games with
is
them.
this, you do
Okay.
this, don't get
Or,
Super
you
Bowl
know,
off nothing.
and again, our backup quarterbacks that everybody was praising and saying we're better than Tua hasn't won a single fucking game.
No, we don't want to bring that
How
up.
did we
don't wanna
find
bring
that
that
out?
up.
CT, that never happened
Hold
off
on.
season.
Hold on.
That
How
never
did we
happened.
find out
That
about
never
our backup
happened.
quarterbacks?
Von Joe will deny that to the grave. He will deny that
No.
to
How
the
did we
grave.
find out about our backup quarterbacks ain't worth shit? How did we find that out?
Easy.
When
We knew Tua
fucking
was going to get
Skyler
hurt.
has one
You
touchdown.
paid Teddy
How do you find
Bridgewater
out?
because
You
you
asked
knew
the
he was
question,
going
let
to
me
go
answer the
through.
question. If
You
you're
paid
gonna
a
ask
Teddy.
me,
You
let me
paid a
answer
Teddy
it.
Bridgewater $10 million a season because you knew Tua was going to be hurt, and Teddy shit the bed.
Exactly. You
And then
knew
your
that
Northern
Tua was
Savior,
a broken
Skyler,
product. You
hasn't
knew
been
he was
able to do
broken.
shit.
I
He
don't
was
even
broken.
agree with that.
So don't
He was
say that.
broken.
If
Don't
he
even
had to
come with
come
that.
in, he would be
You know
able to
Tua's
fucking
broken.
ball out.
You
He
still want to
has
play
3
with him.
touchdowns, 4 interceptions, and a
Man, y'all get the fuck out of here.
79-point passer rating. Oh wait, Skyler has 1 touchdown and 3
Mhm.
interceptions and a 59 fucking passer rating.
And
So
what?
again, everybody said, "Oh, even if Tua gets hurt," which again we were hoping it wasn't going to happen. Part of it did happen based on concussions, which up until this year he didn't have. But everybody has this thing. Oh, he had 2 concussions in 1 season. So did fucking Kurt Warner the year before he won the goddamn Super Bowl. And again,
guess what?
medical statistics say
CT.
it's a 10 to 14-day recovery window. Now,
CT.
we gave him 3 weeks the first time. We're obviously going to give him 3 weeks this time, which is beyond what's fucking necessary. Yes, there is validity to in fighting. Yes, you can have a glass jaw. After you get knocked out a few times, it's easier for you to get knocked out. But he's not fucking fighting. He's not getting punched in the face.
You done?
For you guys to continue this bullshit about, oh, he got to retire because he got too many concussions. Bro,
I'm not saying that.
There are fucking players in the history of the NFL who've had 7, 8 goddamn concussions in their entire career, but still played fucking excellent football.
CT, you done?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you're gonna fucking stop bringing up stupid fucking arguments.
Whoa, what kind of argument? I said he's prone to injury. I'm not even bringing up the concussion. I'm bringing a list of fucking injuries. It's not only concussions. It's a list of fucking injuries. So he might not have. Hold on. He might not have another concussion for the rest of his career. But I guarantee you, it'll be a sprained toe, a broken ligament here, a sprained ligament there. It's gonna be something. For some reason, injuries find this young man. I don't know why.
And it's happened to Lamar Jackson the last 3 seasons too. So what's your point?
He's been carrying the team. Tua have been up here getting injured because he's
at least they have a backup in
ball.
Huntley that can win you games when he goes down. At least.
Huntley's winning the games. Not that defense. Come on, stop that. Come on, please stop.
The offensive has improved about 5 points a game, and the defensive
and two. Batman again. I give 2 fucks about Huntley again. Why do you know the only reason you know about your backup is because your starter is not going to hold up. That's the only reason why we're worried about a backup.
Cowboys don't have Dak Prescott. At least their backup could win you games. All these comparable teams can win you games when your backup goes down. We've won 1 game in 8 games, 1 for 8 in 2 seasons.
What about those teams? What about those teams that have starters? What about those teams that we don't know their backups? So what about those teams that we don't know about their backups?
Yes, Tua's injury prone, but win me a goddamn game. That's all I asked for.
I don't give a fuck about the backup. Give me a quarterback that can sit there and survive.
$10 million for a backup quarterback. He can win you a game. What are we doing?
Okay, so you're paying $10 million, but you want to give $50 million to a goddamn quarterback that can't give you a whole season.
No, I didn't say I was paying his ass $50 million. That's ridiculous.
You want to make him a franchise. You want to make him a franchise guy.
Nobody said anything about that.
No, I'm willing to say
so what
you
are we
play
doing?
your 4th year. Let me finish. You play your 4th year out. If you play well next year and you continue to progress, get to the fucking Super Bowl or playoffs, whatever, then we'll fucking talk. But even
so CT,
then,
we got a 3-year window, right?
Let me finish. Even if he has a good year next year, I'm not giving him $50 million. I'll say, hey, I'll give you $25 million a year for the next 2 years, and then you fucking get to that elite level, and then we'll talk about me paying you $50 million a year.
And again, y'all could keep playing that game if y'all want. Again, we open up a 3-year window, and we're gonna give this Muppet goddamn 2 years out of that 66% of it to continue to fail. Fuck that.
Oh wait, Greer's fault. Because he should have fucking known.
Well, fire his ass too. That's why I say he's on the chopping block. You invested in this kid, in this young man. Correction.
But the thing is I don't think
so. So far, your 3 picks, your 3 picks, your 3 first-round picks for that year ain't worth shit.
Yeah, but it also comes into account that again, as I said, we picked him knowing, or they should have known, and we all know how I feel about this Dolphins medical staff, and I ain't even going to go there. But if you're going to put yourself in the
you should go there. Hold on, CT. Take a break. Go there right now. Go there right now, CT.
No, we know the medical staff.
You've been saying this for years. Go there right now, CT. Let everybody know. No,
yeah,
people want to ignore the fact that we look. It's the worst year I've ever seen in my life as a Dolphin fan. That so many goddamn injuries happened to big time.
Oh, I blame McDaniel for that one. I blame McDaniel.
Now I've been saying this shit for years. He knows I've been.
I blame. The fact that we're so injured.
And
I'm
we're
playing part of that
talking
on
about
McDaniel.
inability to fucking diagnose a simple injury with what's his name last year, and I apologize, it wasn't two. It was the one of the running backs we had where he had the leg injury and then he was going to come back and then he didn't come back.
Are you thinking about Bowden?
Bowden, yeah. When Bowden got injured the first time, so they told us he was going to be back the very next week. Hey, he had a minor setback. Oh, it's going to be another week, right? And then we fucking hear, we put him on IR, so he's out another fucking 4 weeks. And wait, we did the same shit with Will Fuller. Oh, wait, our medical staff couldn't fucking diagnose a broken rib for Tua. It took him 4 days to fucking figure out what the fuck was going on with that, which I'm sorry, medically, that's sad as fuck. And then you have, and again, we're talking about fucking millionaire billionaires who have they have every fucking diagnostic tool known to man if they wanted it. But it still took you 4 days to figure out, oh, no, he didn't have a broken rib. It's just sore cartilage. Oh, wait, 2 days later. Oh, well, he might have a broken rib, but we're not sure. We're gonna do more tests on Wednesday. Oh, well, he doesn't have a broken rib. And then on Thursday, you come out and say he has a fucking broken rib. Are you fucking shitting me? Are you fucking shitting me? If I did that at my job, I would have been fired within 24 hours.
It's crazy, man.
And then let's get on Will Fuller. Let's get on the Will Fuller situation. Oh, wait. When I said this offseason, when Byron Jones was going to be Will Fuller 2.0, who the fuck was right then?
You were.
Y'all want to argue my football takes? That's fine. But the medical shit ain't up for discussion.
He's right. He's right.
This fucking Dolphins medical staff is a goddamn joke. Look at Devontae Parker for years. Oh, every fucking year. Oh, he's got a hamstring injury. Go in the offseason. Do isometric contractions with him. Build up his fucking core muscles. Build up his fucking hip muscles. And fucking... Bro, this is simple shit. It's simple shit. But we see this shit year in and year out with these players. Oh, this guy's got a quad. Oh, this guy's got a hamstring. Oh, this guy's got this. And it's oh, wait, Xavier Howard and his growing issue. This shit's been going on for fucking 4 years. And you're telling me in the offseason you can't fucking get him right? That's ridiculous, bro. That's ridiculous.
Who fell asleep?
Hey, mute Mark.
Mark's always fucking snoring on shows, bro. He fucking falls asleep on all of them. As soon as we stop talking about the Bills, he goes to sleep.
Hey, we all need to throw in and get Mark a pillow as a Christmas present.
Mute Mark, Batman, mute Mark.
I did.
I love him, but that dude falls asleep every day.
He works overnight, man. He said that he probably has to go to work right now, like in an hour or something.
I don't blame him. It's funny, man.
Hey guys, man, look. I appreciate y'all coming on tonight. You guys want to stay backstage? You're more than welcome to.
Yeah, we're gonna stay backstage and just
much love to everybody, man, coming in today. Tomorrow we are making predictions for probably the last time for the season.
Stop.
Winner gets the yearbook. So
Batman, real quick. What was my record prediction for the year?
I got you.
Oh God, here we go, Vonjo.
What? I'm just asking.
No, yeah.
Up,
I thought you were bringing something up. What's up, bro?
What's up, Kyle? How you doing?
What's up, dude? I'm doing good. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
God. How about Happy New Year?
Yeah, actually, yeah, Alex. I didn't tell you Happy New Year, so for real, Happy New Year, bro. I love you.
Thanks, man. Same here. Much love to you too, bro. Love you too.
Always got to give Alex shit, but Happy New Year to everybody.
Thanksgiving. Yeah, no, fucking never hate to Alex, bro. I love you, bro.
Hey, it'll never
Happy
end,
birthday,
bro.
guys.
It'll be
Happy
5
birthday.
years from now. We're gonna be like, "Hey, Alex, Happy Thanksgiving, brother."
Yeah, and what you're saying is not Thanksgiving in 2027. It's we're telling them, "Hey, Happy Thanksgiving for 2022."
Yeah, exactly. Hey, I know it was 5 years ago, but happy belated Thanksgiving.
Bro.
God damn. Not happy
6 months
belated
from now, hey,
Thanksgiving.
happy belated birthday, bro. Happy belated birthday, bro.
We're saying happy belated Thanksgiving on Thanksgiving.
I look for it. I don't have it here.
Hey,
Now the
listen,
question
I
is
got.
Alex the one that has CTE? That's the question, Von Joe.
No, I do not. Why? Because I
It
said
was
I'm off
just
the
a
tour
joke
train.
about you forget that if you said Happy Thanksgiving, you're gonna say it again. 5 weeks later, 5 years later, 5 decades later.
So
I might be
Batman,
on,
see,
I
Batman
might be
lost
on
the
my
record prediction book all of a sudden.
No, hold on.
hey, nah, and I
Yeah.
died.
This
Hey, I
motherfucker here.
died, and at my
Yeah.
funeral, because I'm only in my 30s.
Actually, I
I
came the
died at
closest.
90, and
Actually,
Alex is gonna come over and say, "Hey, Happy Thanksgiving, brother."
This motherfucker here. This
listen,
motherfucker
you can't
Batman.
see me,
Goddamn it.
okay?
Hold
You
on.
cannot see me.
I got it somewhere. Hold on.
Cause I got killed when I gave my record prediction. I got killed.
Come on. Now you walk a potato.
Batman was at my neck with my record prediction.
Oh, did I tell you guys I'm having
Oh,
a
here it is.
boy?
Here it is. All right.
Did I tell you
I'm gonna
guys I'm
put
having a
myself on
boy?
the big screen, so I'm not trolling anybody. All right.
Okay.
Here they are. All right. Looks
I
like
just
chicken
want to.
scratch, but here it is. All right. Now let me look.
God damn, we gotta buy fucking
Damn, that was the whole page. Holy
yeah,
cow.
bro. We gotta get you some penmanship classes. Damn, bro,
Fuck
that's
that. You need a
bad.
fucking iPad.
Vonjo.
Yeah, something.
Vonjo.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put you on the big screen. Try.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I can zoom in, but I'm. You're the second name from top to bottom, from bottom to top, right here on this corner. Okay.
Okay.
Vonjo, you
What?
said 10-7.
10-7. I think I
Ooh, you
said.
came to close.
I
don't think I
said.
gave
I
my.
first said 9-8. They talked me into 10-7.
I don't think I gave a record prediction myself.
Yeah, you probably did.
I think Batman that day. I think I gave 9-8, and then I changed it to 10-7. Should
Alex.
have stayed
Hey,
true.
shoulda, woulda, coulda,
Yeah, I
Von
don't
Joe.
think I
I
gave
should have
my
kept it
record.
at 10 and fucking. I should have kept it at 9-8. Goddamn it.
Hey, Alex. Hey, Lewis was at 10-7. Lewis said he was 11. Oh no, here, look, Vonjo, you did change it. You did change it. You changed it. You changed it like somewhere after, like towards the first game, and then
Yeah.
you said 10-7, but then you said you switched it to 8-9. See
Oh
in the middle right
shit.
there,
Ooh,
8-9,
Batman. Ooh, Von Joe.
right there. You see it? You
Von
said
Joe's.
10-7, and you switched up to 8-9.
Shit.
Hey, Von
So I
Joe's.
could still be right.
Von Joe's hoping that they lose Sunday.
And let me see.
I don't think it'll matter really. So.
Alexander, you're 13-4.
Oh, did I really?
Oh
Yeah.
shit, Alex, you know where?
I went 14-3.
Wow.
13-4, Alexander.
I'm
God
pretty sure
damn.
I was
Holy
12-5.
Green rat.
Boy, when I gave my record prediction, people was coming at me, boy. People was like, "Oh, you're not a real boy." People was at my neck.
Yeah, you can put it on me.
Listen, I'm gonna read some names. Wooback said 11-6. JM said 12-5. Big John said 12-5. Pete said 4-13.
Nah, Pete was wild.
Whoa.
Cameron 954 said 12-5.
Are you surprised, really?
No.
No, not really. That would be.
Nah.
Irving said 12-5. Crypto said
Somebody
12-5.
give me the charger.
MCJB said 13-4. Ali said 14-3. Q said 13-4. Mr. Palk said 14-3. Alexander said 13-4. Tony Manzano 12-5. Concrete 12-5. Florida Born 14-3. Robert Trainer said 12-5. John R said 12-5. Alex T said 11-6. Vonjo said 8-9. Fins Up 74 said 10-7. Belize said 12-5. Creator of All said 11-6. Marino's Joe said 10-7. Jacob said 11-6. Tony Pepperoni said 10-7. CT said 14-3. David and Natasha, which is David, he said 12-5. Louis Amador said 10-7. Trey said 12-5. Charlie Touche said 12-5. Kadeem said 14-3. Color said 13-4. Tyler Brutal said 14-3. Batman said 11-6. Iceman said 17-0. Big Nick Accountability said 13-4. Big Philly said 12-5.
Dishes away. Whoever's putting the dishes away, stop.
Big
My
Philly
bad.
said
I thought I
12
muted it. My bad.
Big Philly said 12-5. CB83 said 12-5. Thomas Jensen said 12-5. Andres Negron said 14-3. Shake Money said 12-5. I got some more hidden in here. Let me turn it around. Vince said 12-4. Duke said 11-6. Natasha said 10-7. Jeff Fernandez 12-5. Green Rat said 12-5. Adams, I think is Adam Sadorn, 12-5. John Levesky, 11-6. Kahari P said 8-9. Jose Valdez said 12-5. Ron Levy said 12-5. DTA said 12-5. EM didn't want to predict. That's about it. So there's three people that didn't want to give a prediction. That was Stephen D, that was Larry, and EM. They didn't want to give a prediction.
Hey, you know it's bad, Batman, when you can't read your own handwriting. You struggle
It's
there
small.
quite a bit.
It's small.
Hey,
It's
you want to
small.
talk about?
Hey, Batman, don't worry about it. My stick people are freaking ugly. So
look at this. Look how big. Look,
Hey,
look at all this chicken scratch. Look at this.
Yeah, I know. Stop saying that it's because it's small. Don't say that.
No,
Just
'cause I have
admit
to-
that you got shitty handwriting like the rest of us.
No, I got
Yeah.
nice handwriting. Look. I
handwriting.
got nice handwriting. The problem is that I had little space to work.
I got big head.
You see? I got
Look
nice
at the
handwriting.
excuses like armpits.
Hey, but the records are there and the YouTube is there, so I'm not lying. The records are there
I
on
didn't
YouTube,
say
live
that.
on
I was
YouTube.
just saying, damn, we got to get him penmanship for his
That
birthday.
is wild that me and Kahari have the closest record.
8-9. Yeah, you guys were 8-9.
Shit.
And again, Pete keeps claiming he said 6. He said between 3 and 6 wins.
There you
Pete
go,
said
Alex.
4
There
and
you go,
13.
Alex. Oh shit.
Hey, when
No,
did
Kevin,
when
no
did Charlie?
one
Hey,
said
when did Charlie
Hey, somebody got
Touche?
to screen record that, buddy. That's got to be.
That was in my old
that's
show.
absolute bait.
Kyle, that was in my old show.
Dude,
Charlie, they were both on. Kadeem and Charlie Touche were on.
Oh, I was about to say, how do you know them, bro?
Yeah.
Oh, from Gold Time Dolphins.
I'm about to say, I listen to them motherfuckers like every day.
Yeah, like when they first started, we had them on our old show on Miami Sports Fanatics. We had them as guests, and I asked them the question, and I keep records of everything. So I asked them, and they gave me their score prediction. I got a lot of people, man. I got a lot of, and there's some names I haven't even mentioned, but I got a lot of people. And Crypto said we were gonna go 12-5.
Yep.
He might have changed it. He could have said 11-6.
I think he did
but
change
originally,
it. I think he did
originally
change
was
it.
12-5, so he might have gone to 11-6. Because I got 2 scores for Crypto. I got 12-5 and I got 11-6. But yeah, much love to everybody, man. I appreciate everybody. Fins up, man. Catch you tomorrow.
Hey, Batman. No matter what, man, it's still fins up.
Fort of the sky. Remember that. Fort of the sky. Fins up.
All right, take care.
All right, everybody.